to where the beach is near. The beer is dear, there's plenty of women on the crack. Walking
here we are in the final second. The whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Very tight and drive it clean out over the fence. Out in there, he's the corner.
In the bookie shop, I done.
Okay, here we are, lads. Episode 7. Great to be here again. Great reaction last week, lads, to the Gino interview. It's still picking up the numbers. Gino is a bit of a legend.
Top man. What an interview.
Very popular man in this town, that's for sure.
Sure is. I'll tell you who a popular man, who is not a popular man in this town, with its rich Celtic heritage, is Ronan Moriarty. We got a few threatening texts or DMs into the Twitter page the other day, Ross.
Yeah, into the off pseudo accounts. So people were getting in there creating false accounts to come in and.
Was it a false account?
No, it was really.
Was it?
He gave his name. He was
right.
his name.
I thought he said, Bertie, know who this is. It seemed very ominous, yeah.
It was a master of Donis, yeah. I suppose I better apologise to the Sligo fans or Celtic fans in Sligo. But look, we were trying to make some money. No, I wasn't right, actually. So I definitely have to apologise twice. It was a badly thought out bet. And I suppose Celtic, even a broken clock is right twice a day, you know, so they had to win at some stage.
Wow. Ronan is welcome in Foley's Bar for now. Still though, I think. Big shout out, Wardy. Wardy will get you. He'll catch up to you some stage.
He will. I've had a few correspondences with him over the last couple of days. So
Jesus.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Those Celtic fans, huh?
At least they got a win at the weekend. 2 wins back to back now, so they'll be happy enough.
Thanks for dropping me there, Ross, because I was actually going to say up the Billy Boys, and then when I said it, no, I couldn't stop myself, and then you talked, but I said
Hello.
So yeah, lock of the week let down by the Celts. It's been gone off. It hasn't been a winner for a few weeks. I was just thinking that there's a lot of text. Well, we do a lunchbox food segment.
Yeah.
I think we might have to change the Sligo sports pot. We'll have to put the sport in inverted commas. I think because
and the lunchbox.
we talk a lot about food, and a lot of people are asking us to do a deep dive into our lunchbox.
Competitive eating is a sport.
Nutrition is very important in sport. So
The famous Joey Chestnut.
And a man used to always tell me, kebab meat is one of the richest, most nutritious cuts of meat you can get.
And who was telling you that?
I won't name him now. We used to secret eat together, actually, in each other's cars. Just nom, 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 nom. But did you any takeaways this weekend, lads? I was healthy now.
I had a classic India on Saturday night.
Lovely.
Yeah, really, really good.
Butter chicken?
But I had the butter chicken, would you believe it? Really?
Oh, my mouth's watering here, Ross.
Yeah.
no takeaway, but we had a early Christmas meal. We went full
T&H?
Yeah, we went full turkey and ham on the Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I like that.
Garlic, potatoes, gratin, yeah.
Oh, grand potatoes. Oh, it's a quality
we went all
side.
out.
Croquettes?
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, Brussels sprout croquettes.
What the fuck's a Brussels sprout croquette?
Not a Brussels sprout, parsnips. Parsnips, the bastards, yeah. Breaded parsnips, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, lovely.
Chopped Brussels sprouts.
What?
Chopped Brussels sprouts.
Didn't actually have Brussels sprouts.
Should have saw Christmas dinner.
No,
so.
I know, yeah. Sorry.
I should have to do something for the big day.
Yeah.
Did you stuff
Cranberry
it?
sauce, what? Oh, yeah. Stuffing and everything, yeah.
Oh.
And you know what? Look, it was sensational now. The culinary skills of Jason East and Marie Sheridan, they really put a spread together.
Wow.
The nicest thing, though, was Sunday. A few cans of Saturday night. Nothing over tipping point or anything, but the next day, the leftover sandwiches.
Sorry.
The sandwiches were sensational.
Oh yeah. No, I was trying to think of that chef Ainsley Harriott. It's going to compare to Jason East, but I was about to say Lenny. It's going to call him Lenny Henry.
They're the same person, I hope.
Wow.
Dawn French is, they were divorced a good while, aren't they?
Lenny Henry and Dawn French.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since the Vicar Dibley got released into the mainstream, it's gone
Where have we gone?
Yeah, Lenny Henry actually. No, I'm not going to. Nothing myself, no takeaway.
Good man.
But
I actually doubled up, by the way, because I had a few pints yesterday.
oh no, goodness
So I
me.
went for the old picking house chicken curry then.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I woke
Surely they eat while drinking your pint as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, better.
I had a pepperoni pizza or something in the Belfry, but I was climbing the walls at 5:30 this morning. And it was
So the lunchbox segment is off to a cracking. I was in a shop today. I'm an awful man for the fizzy drink, and I saw I changed it up today and seen a bottle of TK orange. Cat's piss is all I can say. Fucking
I
hell.
remember the last time I was in TK Orange we're out in Enniscone for the Black Pig Festival.
Right.
And it was for the Jaeger bombs. It was no Red Bull. They gave us the fizzy TK lemonade. Passed over the counter. I was like, there you go, lad. Have your Jaeger bombs with that. And I was like, of course.
It turned out the red lemonade was so good for you then in the end, was it? Or was that a rumour?
What?
The red lemonade?
Yeah, made your heart flutter or something.
Really?
I don't know, I could be making that up, to be honest.
Well, that TK Orange made something in my body flutter, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, I didn't do much. You had a few pints, Marty, did you?
I had a couple, yeah, just a couple to take the edge off a Sunday, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay today, though.
I watched actually a few scary films over the years that I couldn't watch when I was younger. I remember they were on, and I was too shit scared.
We watched The Exorcist in my house one night.
Really? I mean, you?
You were there, yeah,
Oh,
staff.
oh, geez,
We were very
Yeah, I
spooked
wouldn't like
after
that.
it.
We're about 19, weren't we?
And I think we're about. No, I think we're about 17. And we're at the end of the night. We were going to sleep. And I think staff went into my attic instead of by accident.
Now there's different. There's a different story to that.
I was in the attic screaming.
Yeah, but we done a power hour.
Yes,
With, with Samson Cider.
Yeah, so, the power hour, and then watch The Exorcist.
Yeah. So they weren't normal states.
Fair enough.
I watched Cape Fear with De Niro.
Yes.
What else? Shining.
Jesus.
And
There's a Shining
what was
2.
the other?
There's a new one out there.
Yeah.
Doctor.
What was the other scary? Oh yeah, the Rory Story stand-up comedy sketch. I know, I can't remember the third one. Good old stories, huh? Before we go on, lads, I want to mention the Pangolin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor old crater getting a bad rep in 2020. 2020.
Well, it was the bat first, and then it was. Wait a second, guys. It wasn't. It was the pangolin. That's the public enemy number one.
Lovely little crater. Like.
Have you ever heard of a pangolin before this year? Pangolin.
No, I'll be honest.
You
I
swear it
didn't.
was a Pokemon by looking at it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but if any new sports teams do start up around the area, I want them to be called the Pangolins.
The Sligo Pangolins.
Yeah, or like even they were on about combining teams in GA. So like if Leitrim and Sligo do join up, like the Northwest Pangolins, or
Yeah, it's a nice pangolin, isn't it?
yeah, I think.
So what do we call that now? The opening or the lunchbox? Or
Oh, the lunch. That wasn't really lunch. It was just an introduction
No,
that we
just-
are going to
just
do the
we are.
lunchbox from now on. Are we?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this
I
show.
know, just expand that. So the lunchbox will just be what we've covered over the weekend ourselves personally, or are we going to try and,
If we keep some food diaries, maybe.
or are we going to go out and actively go out and about?
Oh Jesus, no!
Walking into
That'd
the
be-
restaurant, oh shit, there's the Sligo Way podcast. We're thinking on our food.
Food critics. Yeah.
Everyone licking their arses.
I'd say 3 or 4 pints in now. We'd be easy.
Yeah. And you want prawn crackers? Of course, everyone wants prawn crackers.
Into the Italian. Signor Adrian, my pasta. That's so nice, a meatball.
Italian accent, but looking for prawn crackers.
The lunchbox will become Christmas lunchbox will be good now. What else? Yeah, so this show is going to be audience driven.
We're giving back.
Dedicated to the fans.
Some nice prizes. The Rovers.
Yeah.
Theo got that sorted. Lockgill Brewery. So we'll go to that after. We're going to do our usuals. But first of all, Ross, we were on our travels again this week.
We're on our travels again.
We called out to a man, remember, on Friday evening.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't overly impressed about his phone call to the restaurant people.
He was in two minds. He
Yeah.
was happy that the message got raised and that the message was put out there and there was awareness increased in the area, but at the same time he felt it put a mark on his head.
Yeah, so he contacted his local Garda station. He's actually in witness protection now. He's moved to Carrick. Oh, shit.
Just Donegal.
Yeah, Carrick and Shore, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just Carrick, yeah, in Donegal, yeah.
yeah.
Or Carricktown. But Jesus, the poor man, he found a distressed animal.
Yeah.
And he's away.
He's got a lot of love to give, and he always feels kind of very
soft-hearted.
Yeah, but
Kind.
animals kind of he just not a Dr. Dolittle-esque kind of a character, but he feeds off the
Talks to the animals, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, let's let everyone hear. Willie was out looking after some wildlife during the week.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm ringing about your ad you have on Dundale.
For which?
A bird cage.
A kennel?
No, bird cage.
Oh, bird cage. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, what bird cage have you got in Dundee? Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
It's €35 for a cage and a bird.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I live, again, a lake at the back of the house there, you know. And there's a swan, and he's injured the wing, you know. And I'm looking
Okay.
I want to bring him into the vet, but I've nothing suitable to put him into.
Is it a fully grown swan?
Oh, he's fully grown, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Right, well, now I
bring
couldn't
the
tell you if he was...
DSPCA. Have you tried that?
Say that again?
Have you rang the DSPCA?
The protection, the cruelty protection.
That's it, yeah. If you ring them, they should come and pick it up.
I rang them,
Injured and...
but they says because it was the wildlife.
Okay.
And I says to him, but I could see he's visibly hurt. He's in pain.
Oh no, is he around your house?
Oh God, help us! He's at the back of the house, and I see him there, and the rest of him is flying, and the poor old devil tree's running, but he can't fly, you know. And I'm worried.
And where do you live?
I'm worried. I'll tell you where I am. Are you familiar with Carrick and Shannon?
Carrick on Shannon?
Yeah.
That's in Leitrim.
Yeah.
You're from Leitrim?
Yeah.
Okay, well we're placed in Dublin.
Oh, please, Jesus, sorry. How did I get through?
Yeah, well, is there any... Did the RSPCA not advise you on to another kind of wildlife rescue place?
Aye, they did. In Dublin. They've closed them all down the country, she says, because of the cuts. They cannot afford to keep them going. They have a centralised place open now, you know.
Well, what you could do is if
The
you
poor
have
old
someone
devil.
that...
He cannot fly or anything, and I'd be afraid the fox should get him, you know.
Yeah, I know, but what you could do is if you could get someone to help you, throw a towel over the swan's head and hold it.
He must have
and then
got
drive
caught
it
in
to
a
the-
fence or something because he's very badly maimed on one side, you see.
Right, and is it just walking around your garden?
He's wandering around, but, you know, I can see by him that he's trying to take off, but he can't do it.
Yeah, well, as I said, if you could get someone to give you a hand, put a towel over the bird's head and hold them on your lap and drive
something
to
like
the vet that way.
It's very disturbing to see it, you know, the poor old fella. I'd be afraid something
No,
happened
I
to
know,
him.
I feel bad for you because it's not nice to see an animal in pain like that.
I don't know. But
Have you anyone that can help you?
Sure, I'm on my own here. The postman comes once a day, but he's no. He doesn't like to stop and talk or anything, like, you know.
Yeah.
I
don't know what answers you can...
I'd be over the rain.
Do you drive?
What's that?
Do you drive?
No, I get the bus into Carrick and Shannon there once a week for the shopping, just.
Oh, you get the bus. Okay.
I don't know if there's...
And have you any neighbours around?
There's one, there's the family next door there, but they're Polish, like, you know, they don't...
You could still ask them, could they bring the birds to vet? It shouldn't, you know, people usually like to help animals.
But I was thinking of it, I was only afraid that they might try and eat it or something.
Yeah, you should go in and ask them, can they help you? Because it's, you know, if the animal is stressed, then usually people want to help out, so you could ask them.
I would, but some of the lads were saying to me at Bengal that they eat anything, them shower. Some of them is...
No, they shouldn't eat the bird.
He says that he knew of a family that used to trap the swans and eat them, you know.
Yeah. Well, if the bird is injured, are they family?
Okay, that is Willie Rogers again. He's a real bastion of community looking out for wildlife this week. So if you find any wildlife, wild swans, anything around your garden, don't eat them. Ring the relevant authorities. Okay, we're going back with the Rovers. Okay, Marty. Rovers time. Busy few days again.
Busy
They're not
couple of
slowing
days,
down,
yeah.
aren't they?
No, they're not.
The jersey release was the first one.
Yeah,
That-
the jersey release was lovely jersey, isn't it?
Class, yeah, I like it a lot.
You know, I think I've seen a few people thinking that Man United fans wouldn't like it because it looks like a Liverpool jersey, but I don't think that at all.
Actually, my brother said when I showed it to him, he goes, "Oh yeah, it's like the Liverpool jerseys," and I didn't really notice until, but no, I don't find that. No, it's nice.
It's
nice.
lovely. It's actually the red that they've gone for. It's a real throwback, and
Yeah.
you know,
You could wear it. You should wear it to the gym, to mass,
The pubs.
funeral. Depends who dies. But no, it's lovely. It's got a good reaction. Looking forward to the away ones. We've always had cracking away ones as well.
Yeah, but I'd say, like any of the Rover jerseys anyway, I think they're always been decent.
I feel it was stupid. You know, a new bit of red was coming, was the big teaser, like, and over a few days before, I was like, I thought it was a new sign or something weird was happening. Like, I never even thought of a jersey. Like, and I think they actually said it was going to be a jersey. Gabbo was coming. Or that fucking, also The Simpsons, where they find the angel. The new shopping centre. Anyways, Rovers. On the pitch, new signings.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Very impressive, yeah. Bit of a statement I would have thought with, obviously, Greg Bulger. It's the first time in a while, I think it feels like we signed like a player
Like a league winner, like, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, you're probably going back to maybe that winter when we signed Norton Quigley in the same, where we've actually, now look, I know Bulger's been injured for a couple of years, but look, he's had one really bad injury. I think, as far as I'm aware, I don't think he's going to be on crazy money or anything. He'd add a spine. He's a real leader. He's one of them players, you know, he's playing for the other team. Like,
well, the opposition fans going to hate him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's an awful prick. So, you know, but that's what, you know,
you in the squad.
Yeah, you want players like that. Like,
yeah, 100%. But like, I know he's injured, but Sham still found him fit enough and good enough to start the FA Cup final.
Did he start?
Did he not start?
No,
Sorry,
come on.
I'm going to take that back. To play in the FA Cup final.
To play in the FA Cup final. Yeah. I know. Look, I
made an idiot of myself here.
He's been a fantastic player for about 10 years in the league now. He's someone, when we were like back when we were winning trophies and stuff, you always would be looking to sign him. But yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, I was saying to you, I think you said you're the same yourself when he announced. I seen on Twitter that he was leaving Sham. I said, "Geez, there could be a sign for much." I said, "No, it won't happen." So it was a bit of a shock.
I was surprised. I seen he had that chance, but I didn't. Yeah, I just didn't think. But obviously, you haven't played.
He's worked with Buckley already. Yeah,
he's worked with Buckley already, yeah, and he's probably played his best football under Buckley actually as well.
Yeah, interesting. And Robbie McCourt from Waterford.
I think
impressive for Waterford this year.
Yeah, like most Rovers fans, I kind of.
I do a bit of searching myself on him.
Yeah, not even a Google search, but he didn't seem to stand out. But everything I've seen from Waterford fans, they're very disappointed to see him go.
Yeah,
he played. I think he played every minute of the season last year, except I think he was suspended once. He's a centre back, can play defensive midfielder either. So a bit of versatility about him, but just I think it's adding
depth,
proper depth as well. Like, you know, like he's
not just for the sake numbers for the sake.
Yeah. So like I think we're up on maybe 11 or 12 signed now, and just really excited about who we have signed, and I'd say there's a couple more yet to come as well.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Park's coming back official. I think it was
Romeo. That after, yeah.
That was the night after we.
Yeah, he was making up random Romeo songs driving home from somewhere the other day at work. I can't remember him now. Oh, what was it? Oh, Parks. I finished. Right. I can't see the rest here. It'll be sang again. It's not rude or anything.
They announced that very well. The video.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah. That was actually. That was.
They do some nice videos. They've done a few over the years, haven't they?
The digital marketing team deserve a bit of thumbs up there, anyway.
Thumbs up. They're going to be my dancer of the week, so because I couldn't think of one. But that happened as well. Jesus, that's three more signings in the weekend. The players have got. I know we touched on it last week. It's as strong as definitely been.
Definitely at this stage.
Yeah, I know it probably has to be going to Europe if you want to try and get through around.
What's the big names in the balance still? Coughlin, a few others.
Coughlin and Junior, I suppose, would be the two.
Well, my thinking is one of them are going there.
Yeah, I find
Romeo hard to keep the three of them. Like,
hard to keep the three of them. It's hard to know, but I suppose them two and Donnan are probably your only. I can't think of anybody else from last year that hasn't signed yet. Like Romeo is huge. Like
Devers, don't think he's signed again.
Devers hasn't signed yet either. Yeah, but yeah, Romeo. Like, I mean, such an addition to have back. Like we talked about it last week whether he was going to come back or not. I kind of was of the belief that I didn't think we'd see him back, but like you're probably already looking at having a 10 or 15 goal striker there for you, you know. Yeah. And in that league, in our league or this league or whatever we want to call it, huge commodity. They're so hard to find. It's the hardest position I think to find.
Definitely in the Irish league, goals are the hardest thing to come by, aren't they?
Goals and maybe goalkeepers. I think.
What did Pat Hoban top it with last year? 16.
Yeah,
and Junior. So was it something?
Junior got it with 4. I think I seen a stat. The lads mentioned it on the Bit of Red podcast.
Yeah,
because when we plug in there, the lads. I think Magoo mentioned that he had the most goals from open play the year before last. Junior topped the rankings, but obviously he hit a lot of penalties. So I think Romeo had 11 or 12 from open play that season.
Good stat, Magoo. Good man for a stat. Yeah, that's Rovers. And, well, I don't know. Will be more? I'd say there's going to be one more coming before.
I'd say there might be news in the pipeline.
Yeah, before Christmas and out present. I've seen Sham signed Hoare from Dundalk. That's been a shock. 4 years. Like, it's how does he cross over? Like, they did such a rivalry, and he's 4 years Dundalk, and he's crossed over to Shams now.
Yeah. It's hard to know what Dundalk are going to do though, because like a lot of the bigger players have been linked with movies away. Like there's talk that they might just bring in a load of imports.
Really?
American lads and young fellas from England.
Freddie Adu, please.
Yeah. We're actually, myself and Ian Burke were having a conversation about Freddie Adu.
Go on.
He wouldn't start for Rovers now. He's playing in the Swedish second.
No, I suppose he's terrible. Yeah, he never lived up to his hype.
We're all Freddie.
Unbelievable Football Manager when he's 13.
Yeah, outrageous. He was my favourite ever 13-year-old, apart from Macaulay Culkin. Brief look at not the season so far, but the table in the Super League.
Yeah, you want to have a quick chat about it, did you?
Well, just to see who.
Yeah, so
what are the standings like? So we haven't touched now. We touched on Carter and that, and we haven't really gone in depth.
Yeah.
We're not going to go too in depth here, but
yeah, we're looking at in the Super League, Carberry played 4-1-4, 12 points.
Surprise.
Carter United played 4-1-4, 12 points.
Well done.
Nice to see.
Yeah.
Then MCR have 3 wins and 1 loss, and then Manor have only played 3 games. They have won 2 and drawn 1, so that'd make up your top 4 along with Strand as well.
Right. You bet MCR, didn't you?
We beat MCR first day.
So that's the only game they've lost.
MCR now have added to the squad since we played them, and they were very good that day against us the first day.
They're underrated, aren't they? They have a nice wee squad.
They'll definitely when things come back, they're going to be a force.
Who have they signed?
They signed Mahmoud Mansouri, the guy that played for Athlone.
Oh yeah, Dave Ball guy.
Yeah. So he came in after the second or third game, I think.
Okay.
So he'll be a big
Conor
difference
Burke
in-
signed as well. I don't really play Chucksy's young film. He played Gaelic Cross Clara.
Oh,
He
yeah,
put
yeah.
Rovers up until
Yeah.
recently, like so.
No, they'll be definitely, and actually always then you have Strand as well. Like they'll always be. We played them, I think, our third game, but then came down the bottom. You've Ballymote and Ballysadare have had tough starts. They've lost all 4 at the minute, but they're 2 actually. Like Ballysadare, I've seen them play twice this season. Very impressed with them now, young team.
They weren't too fair. They weren't looking up against Carberry, were they?
They lost
Yeah.
2-0, but they were, at 1-0 they were very much in it. They had 2 or 3 great chances. Ballymote just come up from the bottom league. Then you've Merville and Anna. Tubber have made a good start back to life in the Super League. They're 2 wins from 3. And Arrow Harps as well back in the league. They've won 1, drawn 2, and lost 1.
Very good. So it's all to play for.
Yeah, well, looking forward to hopefully.
Yeah, you mentioned last week you don't think you mightn't get back.
We mightn't. Yeah, look, I suppose we're living in hope. We're training as if we're going back.
Yeah, sure. It was more than 4 games. So I was going to say it's tight, but there's 4 games played.
Yeah.
You'd hope it'd be tight. You want to give a special mention to a club?
Oh, Chaffpool, yeah, Chaffpool,
How are they tugging along?
Well, the Premier League actually, you've got Killarney up there. They've won 3 of their first 4. St John's have won 3. Callery, some big clubs down there.
Yeah.
Callery,
Big fan bases.
Drumahare FC, new addition to the league.
Are you out there pitch yet?
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Is it supposed to? There's talks, not regulation, no.
I think it is just regulation. We played Manor there in the league last year.
Yeah.
And it was like a game of futsal.
Jeez, might suit a Burley centre back like myself for the return to Drumahare FC.
But yeah, no, it's very tight. But great to see a team like
Oh,
Drumahare.
100%, yeah. Yeah, the likes of Clunamahan guns. How are Chaffpool getting on?
Chaffpool have had a tough start, but they were probably missing lads with the Gaelic, I'd say.
Right.
Were they?
Which Chaffpool is this now?
It's Chaffpool United.
Right, and
they'd be my second favourite.
They're the Bunnaden team.
They're the Bunnaden team,
Right,
yeah. Rovers were the other place.
Rovers were Clunacool.
Clunacool, yeah.
They're nowhere near each other.
No. I think that's what makes the derby so much more special.
El Chafico.
I've never quite got to the bottom of how they're. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the Bunnaden one, there is a townland called Chaffpool there.
There probably is out in Clunacool as well, is there?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, sure.
We'll do a live broadcast.
People got lazy naming things as
yeah.
But yeah, that's hopefully now we might get back in January, but it's hard to know at the minute, isn't it?
If that's going to Strand a shout out, I was going to take a photo, but it got dark. The seats in the stand down
I
there,
heard actually,
and
yeah.
the scoreboard, I don't know if it finished. It was going up when I was looking last week, so serious development in fairness.
Brilliant.
200-seater stand. Although they're leaving the lights on at night in the stand. It's just youths are going to gather there, Strand Celtic. Look, listen to me from experience. They will gather.
4 of us are still in cans.
And then you'll be complaining when the pitch is waterlogged. Right, okay, we'll come back with rugby, Roscoe.
Thank
How
you,
are
Adrian.
things? How was the rugby scene during the week?
Rugby scene during the week, we trained Friday night, and then Saturday morning we got our under-18 coach Adrian McHale to take us for a
Good man.
a test of mental endurance and physical stamina. He took us up Cairns Hill, so
Right.
we arrived down to the sports complex and all took off for a jog, and
Up
took us
by
right
the waterworks.
Up by the waterworks.
Heartbreak Hill, as Josie Gallagher's called it. Yeah.
Took us up into it, and then
Fucker.
it's cat. Like I haven't ran in months, and took us to it, and then basically we just did a couple of laps up the steep bit and down three times and back again. But
When I was fit, I used to run up it. Would you believe?
Jesus, fair play. Yeah.
Not no more. Heartbreak Hill.
It's a shock to the system.
Yeah. Fair play, to Adrian. Good man.
Yeah. What else with the Eagles? So we had a couple of Sligo people representing the Connacht Eagles.
Three lads.
Three, yeah. So we had Stephen Cairns, Donica Byrne started at 8, Stephen started at 9, and Hubert was on the bench in the kind of the sub scrum half jersey, presumably. So they lost to Leinster A. It was a very strong Leinster A side. Leinster obviously had all their internationals back. They pretty much had 15 internationals coming back into the team. So all of the Leinster players that were, getting bonus point wins in the Pro 12 were playing for the Leinster A's. An extremely strong Leinster side, but the boys got good minutes, and it was Hubert's first appearance for them, so it was great to see him. You seen him training in Galway there a few weeks before.
Yeah, it must obviously was that. Well, yeah, obviously it was the Eagles I was watching actually, because Cairns was there, but your man Paddy Murphy was there. He came on then for the first. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, so it was obviously the Eagles. Yeah, they were in a run through. I was watching them train. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so that was good. Then yesterday I was texting Adrian. We're watching we're flicking between the hurling and the Connacht.
Well, actually, Ross, I text you were you watching it, and you said no. I switched over to the hurling.
I started with Connacht.
Yeah. You changed
I
it.
didn't have the setup like you though. 2 TVs on the go.
I did have 2 TVs on the go.
Text me back, almost bragging of the dual sports status, but
I was wearing a crown and a fur coat. We've used that a few times already. But anyways, no, what a performance! Yeah,
Jesus Christ, yeah, nearly nicked it at the end as well, but no one seen that coming. But
I was saying to you during the game, anytime you get the ball in hand, they were making serious yards. Now, without Racing are a different side when they have the ball in hand, so it's hard to defend.
But I just really, it was kind of really refreshing to see Connacht just absolutely go for it, and they were pinging the ball around.
It was almost Pat Lam-esque.
It was very Pat Lam-esque, yeah. And then Jack Carty had a very good game. That crossfield kick was sensational.
I loved it. Outside the right. See it, no?
No, there was too much sports going on.
Yeah, there was. Outside the right. That was an absolute ping.
Yeah,
like I know I hate.
It just got me kind of thinking a little bit though, and I don't think that Jack Carty's the answer either. But if you had Jack Carty at 10 and Sexton at 12, playing a little bit more brand like that.
But like only a year ago he's in the Rugby World Cup, starting the Rugby World Cup, and now he's suddenly just off the.
He's probably the most cavalier 10 that we have. Like he's got his skill set is phenomenal. But then again, it's the same as Finn Russell for Racing. Like it's you'll win the game or lose the game. Like Carty probably isn't nearly at that level as him, but that kind of player still.
He's not that young, like, is he?
No, I'd say he's mid to late 20s. Yeah,
right. Watercross free kick, yeah, but did a few knock-ons in the first half, and in fairness, like, they were, what was it, 26-8 down?
The line-out was struggling as well,
yeah, big time, yeah. 26-8 down, like, what an attempt to come back, yeah. Keeps them in a bit of contention.
It does, yeah, they're losing bonus points. Like they were,
because not many teams no one's going to get not many teams will get a losing bonus point over there.
And then like some massive, like Ulton Delan, I thought was probably man of the match.
Yeah, he's class,
He was sensational. Like that was the best he'd played in a long time. He was really up for it, but
stadium was unreal, isn't it?
I was just going to say the stadium is insane.
Have to go to it.
Yeah, that would have been some trip.
A space dome, like how like
the whole back wall is like
that's a screen,
like,
but then the whole roof is just black. Like it's.
Did you hear the chance?
It couldn't be that much. Would it be 25,000 maybe? Max?
It would be about that. The French stadiums are massive. Yeah, the club ones. Yeah,
it's like the bowl up in Ballyhonus in the Connacht Centre. That's unbelievable as well. I might throw that into the rugby. What chant was going up?
No, just they were piping in crowd noise as well.
Oh right,
stadium.
sorry.
Yeah.
Angry Frenchmen.
Sacre bleu. That's a good few nationalities we've had to go tonight.
And when something funny happens, you just piped in.
It reminds you of no baguettes thrown onto the pitch.
Oh, Jesus,
you were ejected.
That's a rugby story,
yes,
actually.
Adrian, you were ejected from a rugby match before, weren't you?
Oh, it's for throwing a baguette on the. I was dressed as a Frenchman.
Yourself in the queue there.
So we'd had the stripy, we'd berets, the cravat around the neck, stripy t-shirts, big pot with. Don't need it now, but a pillow.
Onions tied around the neck.
Onion necklaces and baguettes.
Where?
The rugby club. There was fancy dress and there was a game on, and we threw. took a bit of a getting through it on the pitch, like a bit of a get, and the ref lost it. This is a hazard, a trip hazard. Call it the halt of the game. The son could trip over a bit of braid.
Yeah, wouldn't
start the game until we come and picked it on off the pitch again, like,
and then
braid.
and then had to leave this, didn't you? Yeah.
Outrageous stuff. But yeah, there's a photo of it. I must get it up.
There is a photo of its class. Yeah,
there's good outfits. Yeah, into pennies.
Yeah.
Sorry, where are you going next? I actually, we're getting to that. What I was going to ask you, and you said you were going to bring it up anyways.
Yeah.
Bit of serious stuff. Steve Thompson's interview last week. It was fucking shocking. Like it was
heartbreaking, scary. Now,
very scary. He's only 42.
Yeah, so 42 World Cup winning player, Steve Thompson. He's a hooker of that English team that won the World Cup. So he's come out basically and said that he's showing signs of early dementia.
He can't remember it.
Yeah, he can't remember the World Cup final. Look, it's talking about just basically his kids, asking him stuff and getting angry when he can't remember, and it's affecting his relationships, and it's causing him awful anxiety as well. So himself, and I think it's about a lot of ex-professional players. About
Welsh, what's his name? Anyways,
there's a few sort of as Carl Heyman, and there's other guys. They've all kind of banded together to they've taken a case out against the WRU, World Rugby Union, and the English Rugby Union.
Look, their families are probably going to need money in future years because rugby is but cost them their husbands and fathers.
A lot of people were saying to them, "Oh, look, they're just trying to milk a bit of money out of this here," But I don't think that's the case at all. And like Steve Thompson came out and he goes, "Look, people might think I'm going to try and this could ruin the game that I love, but I don't want to kill this game." It's his words himself. Like, I don't want to kill this game. I just want to see more regulation. And I want to see just more transparency in the way that we're dealing with concussion.
Well, if my young fella came out to me now, he's going to play rugby, I don't think I'd be. I know there's hundreds of kids every Saturday out in rugby club.
The same thing. The next morning on News Talk, the question was like, "Will you let your kids play rugby?" Like the next
that's
morning,
just clickbait shit.
And then literally
Kira Kelly.
Yeah. And then kicked in as well. The first comment then after she asked that question was,
Bertie shaking his head.
The first thing popped in goes, "Oh, rugby now will be seen as smoking. In 15 years' time, no one will do it. We'll play it and all of this. So that annoyed me a little bit."
To dig at you as well, Bertie. Kira Kelly's having a few fucking goals here.
But no, back to it. Look, so what Steve Thompson was saying as well, that himself and the guys have come together, and this has actually not really been banded out in the media too much. It just all you're seeing in the headlines is players take claims against rugby union, but. They said they've come together and they put together a 15-point charter to
improve the game,
and to make some long-term goals.
Okay.
Now the big thing about rugby union is, probably not to make it too much of a second about it, is it's professionally it's a very young sport. It only turned professional, what's in the 1990s, early 2000s. So there is probably that generation of players around his age that unfortunately. With that early professionalism, the pitch stayed the same size. The players all got absolutely ginormous. The collisions went up. The time in contact went up. And look, there probably wasn't. There probably wasn't. There definitely wasn't the right mechanisms in place. Like the head injury assessments and concussion protocols in rugby only have come in since 2015.
Well, Brian O'Driscoll came out and said the weekend as well was shocking as well. Like,
some of the stuff that was going on,
but I think old sports, you'd have to say, like,
you
have to. NFL, they've only really caught it. Like, there's so many.
I remember getting knocked out in a game for Clara up in Tuam. This is 2004, I think. Obviously not. But I was going on the ball, and the fella's knee just hit my head, and I got up, played the game, and I was home and didn't have a clue, didn't know what happened in the game, what went on.
It's so scary.
Sick all night.
When I was 15, I got kneed in the head. It was a tackle, and I don't remember that day at all. Nothing. I just remember the next morning and checking my phone and all these text messages. Are you okay? Are you okay? And then I remember just going downstairs with my mum and going, "What's going on? Why am I okay?" And she's like, "Oh, you just go upstairs." Like, it's like a broken record. Just kept coming downstairs and. Actually, someone lent me their PlayStation game Time Crisis with the gun.
Okay. And
I put it in a locker that day, and it wasn't found ever again. Couldn't remember which locker it was put into, so it was lost. But look, it is scary. So
who lent it to you?
I think it was Darren Carter, I believe was the guy's name.
Right.
But yeah, sorry about that, mate. Didn't get your game back. You can take your claim against the WRU.
We were actually talking serious stuff there. I shouldn't ask you.
No, I know you shouldn't. We went off on a tangent though. But like, what I wanted to go look, it's shocking to see. The big thing about the concussions in the NFL was that when that concussion movie came out, obviously it was the transparency about the concussion data was the big thing.
Yeah,
and it really forced the NFL to clean up their house and like to release this data to get transparent about what they brought in. You can see rugby has done that. We're a little bit behind now. The world, like, and to be fair, like World Rugby like if anyone is put in contact in the face, if there's any seatbelt tackles as they call it, crocodile rolls, like there's red
What's
cards.
a crocodile roll?
Crocodile roll is like when you come into a ruck.
Okay, yeah,
someone,
sorry, yeah. Makes sense.
Crocodile roll. Give them
explain it, yeah.
But basically, like it have to be said that there are safety mechanisms in place now to combat this.
But yeah, there is. But if you see then, if you're watching a game on TV and they do give a red card for a high tackle, and maybe it doesn't look too serious, the commentators who played the game 20 years ago are all, oh, we don't like that, seeing the game ruined now.
You can't have both
Piss
ways.
off, yeah, you can't have both ways. You can't be complaining about dementia and high tackles and then complain that the ref sends someone off for that high tackle.
Yeah, so look, my own thing about it is like, and it's, I hate to see any of the effects that it's had on people, and people in our own clubs and communities have suffered from these injuries, and like rugby's a high risk contact sport. Like you know what you kind of get yourself into. Like you're not going to play rugby without having some degree of knock on effect on your on your health. So it's unfortunate, but like we do know it is a high risk sport.
It is. Yeah.
But you do want to see more safety procedures come in place. Like there is no, like I know in the past with concussions and whatnot, like it wasn't that people were kind of trying to be big men about it or that. Like it's just they didn't really know. Like
does it become sport under the waist?
Well, do you know what they do in New Zealand? Actually, like they have a minus 88. I think it's either 88 or minus 89 kilos league. Senior men, like so basically they brought that in.
Wimps.
So, yeah, so they
Yeah,
so they brought that in because obviously over there, like the size of some of the fellas that you're playing in, Pacific Islander fellas, and you want to go to work on Monday, but that's one thing they brought in.
Is the tackling different in that, or it's just because the size?
No, it's just the
size.
Still get
There's a few big 89 kg men, like
but
strength.
Still bigger and better than 120 kilo props coming at you, but. Yeah, look, it is. As I said, it needs cleaning up. The process has started. Just unfortunate for these lads to turn pro in the early 20s. Those methods weren't in place. But look, only good can come out of it if they can bring this 15-point charter in and just bring more transparency.
I think that's the key, though. That charter, like, is that? I know.
Like you'd hope that World Rugby is.
The discussion had kind of started already when it started, but now it's really has ramped up.
It's brought to the 4 points, so. As long as the game doesn't change completely and we're playing tag rugby here in 10 years' time.
Well, let's go before we finish up. Yeah. If rugby was invented today, as it is, would it be allowed?
Would it be allowed?
You know what I mean? Like, if
nothing would be allowed in this day and age. Like, it's the way the world is going.
Well, I'd like to know what the moderator thinks about it. The fixture.
Well, he's going to be busy. The moderator hasn't been mentioned in a few weeks.
Yeah. So look, that's it.
It's very interesting.
Scary.
And it was heartbreaking. Yeah.
It is heartbreaking. It was so.
But the thing which mightn't be seen though is a club player getting it at 60 years of age. You might. Yeah. Not that you mightn't pass much heed of it. You mightn't link it to the rugby as much.
The big thing about it as well is that like the science isn't bulletproof as such as well. It increases your chances of getting these conditions.
But Steve Thompson, 42 years of age, and can't remember. Like surely,
but like how many millions and thousands have played the game and have got to that stage?
True,
it's a big problem in football. Like you're talking,
there is that's the thing as well.
To mention football.
Cascarino, Niall Quinn was on about how worried he was over all the headers.
Yeah, like Jack and Bobby charting there both,
They're
talking about outlawing. You could see it in 15 years' time to be no header.
No heading.
But do you know the other aspect as well? There was a fella, Shantain Hape. He was a Kiwi fella. He actually got capped for England and he was in the Lions. But he was getting concussions and he was getting them so easily towards the end of his career that someone just bumping into him in a corridor would concuss him. But he could completely play and train through it. But look, it's a different thing. He said he was getting towards the last contract of his career, and your last contracts are kind of your most lucrative. So he was, playing through it. But some of the stuff that he was saying in his book, like he had to go home every evening and sit in a dark room, couldn't talk to his family for ages. That he had massive knock-on effects. But look,
yeah, I say more's going to come out of that.
It is.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, we'll come back with GA.
Chance here for Jesse Sloan. Can he score? Yes! Sligo!
Driving up the road earlier, I was thinking there's not much GA to talk about, but there actually is little snippets, tidbits. The Miners actually are in the Connacht semi-final this weekend against Mayo at 2:00 on Saturday. I don't know a huge amount about the minor team because they had no minor league, obviously, and no underage going, so which could work in their favour, maybe. Don't know. I know it's Connacht League last year and they gave Mayo. Did they beat Mayo in the championship was done over league basis last year in Connacht. I think they did beat Mayo in the group stage. So it's there
was something happened that time. Do you remember the game was played in Mayo when it should have been played in Sligo?
Yeah. Sligo topped
it. Playoff or something.
Yeah, Sligo topped, but then
there was talk that Sligo had played. Sligo had Roscommon in the last game and we fielded a weekend team or something to get a home semi-final or something, and they weren't giving it, and Mayo were giving it in Castlebar, even though it should have been in Sligo because they ended higher than them in the group. But the Connacht Council reasoning was that Sligo played Mayo in the group stages in Sligo, so they just went that way. So they got no reward for ending high in the group. Yeah, there was controversy, right? It's not a shot to nothing. It's a Connacht semi-final, so look, it's a chance to win. I know Leitrim played Galway last week in the minor and stuck with them for a long time, so hopefully it's something. As I said, I don't know a huge amount about them. I know there's pen picks going up on the coaching, the Sligo GA coaching page with all the players to get to know them, because you wouldn't have seen them in any league action. So best of luck to the Sligo Miners. It was announced this morning, kind of, and then I heard a news that Paul Durkin is the goalkeeping coach of Sligo. New goalkeeping coach / selector, I think. I was actually told that on Thursday.
We could have broke it.
And I didn't think...
surveillance equipment out again?
No, two people told me, actually.
Jesus.
And I just thought it was known, like. And I only seen it tweeted today, we could have broke it again, yeah, and caused all... We could have been getting given out about the county board meetings again.
Which is what we want. This
is what we want, yeah. Stir the pot. I thought it was common knowledge, but they only put their thing out this morning, and then news talk had it when I was driving up the road. But yeah, big addition. I have a feeling, and I said it to you earlier, and then someone actually messaged me after I said it, that you're going to see him in goals for Sligo this year.
He'll be playing.
I think so. That's my feeling.
What is he's only about 35? He's been a year older than us. 35, 36?
36 at least, yeah. But still, it doesn't matter. It's not as if he was ever running up and down pitches.
No, that's true too.
He's playing with Drumcliff, county final this year, so he's playing like in Sligo. He's going to be at every training session. So I have a feeling he's going to be playing, and what experience that'll be, like an All Ireland senior winner at club and county. He won a club with Ballybones and End as well. Like, so it's a pretty good backroom team is shaping up there.
He's building a good team by the looks of it.
Poor Clancy got the kit man role. Good addition as well. LPC enjoys Willie Rogers. Same Ilkasm. He set up one of the Willie calls, actually. He gave us a dossier of what to say to a man. My old fella.
My father was asking me about him as well during the week, actually.
Huh?
My father was asking me about Willie as well during the week.
I told you I came into the house last week and my father was sitting in his chair laughing away to himself playing a Willie call. But yeah, so very impressive background team. Actually, I think it keeps leaking at one side and back, which will come first, county club. But I think they're making a decision Friday night, but it's looking towards it's going to be county going first, which is happy days for an old club manager. I feel myself. Don't know how the players would feel, but I think county is going to go first. Like, why? I think the county managers have an inkling. Why was Sligo be back trained? They started back training yesterday morning, actually. I don't know, should that be known? Yeah, they were there. It was in public. It was in Scarden, so people could see it come by. I think that was their first training back on the pitch under Tony McEntee. So if they didn't have thinking they were back in a few weeks' time,
they must be going for the earlier part of the year. Right?
I think so, yeah. And they were saying that the GA wouldn't, because there'll probably be no gates at the start of the year again. So the county was the cash cow, but I think they're edging towards a July All-Ireland final and then club after that, which is the way it should go, because I think if club go first, like Tony McEntee's only come into the job, he's going to want his county players
straight away.
He's going to be like, not put like so Mickey Hart and Loud, all this and that. So they're going to be taking players anyways, and it's just going to be things. So I think county's going first. The decision is Friday night. Hurling final was on. I have to mention Sligo woman Caroline Card, unbelievable. Yeah. How many other? I was going to text Derek Cox, had a tweet up, and I was actually going to write to him. I forgot to. Don't know how many other she has, because she's a few with
4 different teams:
Dublin,
Tyrone, Tipperary, Dublin, Limerick.
It's 2 with Limerick, Tip. God knows how many with
Dublin.
Jeannie Mac.
Yeah.
She's unreal. You were saying you had her out the rugby club at G Roscoe.
Yeah, we had her out there. I think it was in our first season when Paddy and Jason took over from Mannion and Foley.
Yeah.
And I would think we had a bit of a hangover after the really successful year before. We'd won our first Connacht Senior Cup, and that was a massive thing for the first time in 70 years. And we were just playing. We were playing really, we were playing well, but just weren't winning matches. We were losing matches in the last couple of plays, and it just wasn't clicking for us. And she came in to us. I think it was in January. We had a meeting in the Glass House, and she came in and she was just able to get to the core of us so quickly. She was able to ask the right questions, and she was able to assess kind of where we were at and what was happening. And there's just her big thing is just accountability. She's massive on the communication piece, but you know, she was asking us, and you know, we were coming up with excuses, and that just wasn't in her repertoire. You know, some of the excuses. So she just wanted to worry about like how are we going to put actions in place that were going to help us, you know, get over these issues. And I just remember it well. She asked an open question to the floor, and then one of our managers started answering the question, and you know, she was like, "I'm talking to the players here. You know, if you're answering for them now in this meeting." You're not going to be the person answering for them.
You'll go to sleep, or I'll put you to sleep.
But yeah, that just stuck with me. You know,
I'm intrigued by her. I really am.
Yeah. So she came in, and then after that meeting, she put a few little things in place that we still bring in to this day, and we had a massive bounce. Then after that, like literally straight away, we were winning games and finished out the season well. So that was really impressive.
But you see the way all the county did, like Dublin used to talk about her, like the way Tip talked about her, and then she was Tip, and the way the Limerick boys talked about her is unreal. Like it's serious. It's serious.
Nice touch in your man's speech as well. Yesterday.
Yeah, very nice touch. So yeah, big shout, Caroline Curd, unbelievable. Sligo's most successful sports center. Unbelievable.
She's my dancer, anyways. I'm telling you now.
Right, that's fair enough.
I'm stuck.
Who did I say mine was? I forget it now, and I robbed it off you.
Slag Rovers.
Sorry, yeah. You should have told me. The unreal Caroline Curd. Sticking with hurling news, Sligo announced yesterday as well that Pádraig Mannion is going to stick on for 2021 as hurling manager. Background team of Donald Tully, Declan Malloy and Dara Cox. Dara, of course, with all that experience. So Pádraig Mannion came in mid-COVID, or actually it was after kind of first lockdown, after all the kerfuffle of WhatsApp gate.
Yeah.
So he's going to stick on. I suppose like he didn't have much around him than last year because they only played the league final, and then which the final got out of 3B. So then 3A next year up a league, and they're still in the Christian Cup, which is a bit of a shambles this year in my opinion, the Christian Cup. So they put up a good performance against Roscommon. We're saying that up in that league. So yeah, that's a good continuation there, I think, by the county board getting Pádraig Mannion in. So yeah, in terms of management teams in Sligo County, things are sorted, I think, and looking up and work away. Yeah, belt away that side. All Ireland final this weekend.
The big one.
The big one. Your beloved Mayo, Ross.
Yeah. Really hoping this could be the year.
Are you?
I
hope it's not. Not a chance, I don't think. Do you think there's a chance?
I've been saying all year they're going to win it.
Yeah, you backed Kerry.
Yeah,
backed Kerry.
I've been saying since the day we came in here first, I said it'll be the year Mayo will win it. Nobody can celebrate. Yeah. Like, sure, you want to. I'd be standing manning the borders there at what's that place called again? Balahi. If they win that all Ireland, none of them are allowed in Sligo. Not near the county. We may as well just
bench be vigilante,
just bench them out for the month.
Yeah. Bring Gary Smiley up with you, and he'll be running that
he's
shit.
the character.
Yeah. But look, as Tim Hines said, sure, we all eat the same breakfast in the morning. Anything could happen.
He also says merry days and lonely nights after a big drink. No, I
don't think. Like, I think Dublin.
I don't think they've a sniff, to be honest, and that's. I will hope to do. For
goals,
the GA's sake. Well, Tommy Goals is there. Tommy Conroy. For GA's sake.
Anything can happen in the final, though.
I know. Not with Dublin, man.
Sorry, man.
No, but I had to talk serious to you here.
We're getting a finger wag here. It's not very.
Because there was this thing today. Anything can happen in the final, and bring Dublin down to Killarney. They might be bet. These fellas treat every game. If they're playing the girls under 12 team in Drumiskabole, I think they treat them the same as Mayo Ireland final.
The Drumiskabole Pangolins.
I actually do think they treat anyone the same. They're
they haven't played anyone this year though.
Would there be any crack the players?
Yeah, they're supposed to be good enough crack. A very interesting podcast with Bernard Brogan and Jack McCaffrey had on the other day that he fell out of love. After the drawn
game,
when he scored 1-3 and got man the match for 5 in a row, and it was drawn, going 5-0, he fell out of love with the game he realised.
You want to come around to himself after that?
Yeah, the good doctor. I hope there was a chance. I don't do.
But like, the only thing I would say is that Dublin haven't played anybody. Like as bad as like Roscommon weren't great, but they're going to be a Division 1 team next year.
Yeah,
Galway are Division 1 team. Dublin have been beating the likes of.
I know what you're saying. Kenny O'Connell's on fire, but I just like. Even the goal chances to get up against Tipperary.
No, it's hard to look past.
Almighty. Unless Horn, because he's really highly thought of as a manager, but I don't think he's tactically unreal. He always just goes. He's good players, well drilled, and he says go play 15 on 15. Like he doesn't have any secret defensive shape. I don't think he put him. But like Colin Boyle and them haven't got a sniff this year. So
Keegan's a bit more deeper. And
he's playing cornerback, so maybe he's something up his sleeve. He has to have something up his sleeve. Like, Jesus Christ, teams can't go out keep playing. Like, do something ridiculous. Like, play fly goalie. Like, play 15 on 14. Bring him. Like, I know Leash have tried to bring the goalie. Like, at some stage, if you're going to lose, try it.
Lose on the sword. But I think Mayo will lose on the sword. In fairness. They're
going to concede an awful lot, I think.
They need to score a goal. I think to win the game, they'll have to score 4.
They will, yeah. And I think they might get a goal or two.
Dublin
haven't conceded goals.
Scoring isn't the issue, yeah.
They haven't conceded a goal all season.
Of course. But there's too many Gaelic lads now these days take their point anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but
goals win games.
Dublin and Limerick hurlers are awful similar.
They are, yeah.
They're scoring their points. Like, you rarely see a hurling team score their points in 30 yards, 20 yards out 31. Dublin are scoring all their scores. They're just so meticulous that they know their scoring range. I just can't see it, but I'm looking forward to it. But not looking forward to not going to it. I always enjoy my All-Ireland final trip, but not this year. The Mayo team announced they're going on train, a special 3 carriage, up and down straight after the game, or late that night.
Sneaky 3 carriage.
Yeah, I suppose.
Going
off at Manola Junction there.
The book these was in the Sligo train, Mortimer or something. Remember the book?
Mortimer.
Yeah, there was some
Hardy man.
A rare enough fella that used to always be in the canteen on the train.
Jeez, I don't know.
No, it was an absolute rare. He was nearly like the frostbit fella, like a little bit. He used to always be serving sandwiches on the train and that.
Tansy, who is he?
Just say it.
Christopher Coleman from Ballymore.
Christopher Coleman from Ballymore.
No,
There you are.
a
A rare book that always struck me on this on the train.
Sorry, Christopher, if you're listening.
The bald Christopher.
That's actually my cousin. But very good, Aaron. Very good. Pop right in when you've got some. The last bit of our final is watching. Yeah, Limerick Dublin, very similar points. I don't think they'll win. I hope. I want it to be a game. I actually.
What time is
5 o'clock? We might be recording around that. We might do a special.
Will we
broadcast.
say that? Will we?
Yeah, we might say
allude to our plans now.
We might. Yeah, we might do our live Christmas special around that time. It won't be a live broadcast. But
we're barely struggling to do
our Christmas party episode. But no. It didn't feel like an All-Ireland final yesterday at all in any way. And I don't know, was that Limerick killing the game early or what it was. But they didn't even have the... Now this sounds... I just love the wee crest painted onto the pitch, in the middle of the pitch. Like them little things to make it a special game. Limerick didn't even have the engraving or the stitching in their jersey since the All-Ireland final. Cup was picked up, popped back down. Cup was brought down to the players. The FA Cup, Dundalk brought that home with them.
Did, yeah. I think, they're just...
I know GA people are a bit...
I think they're just so particular now about the celebrations because they weren't in the best books after a few
the club finals is different.
I know, but it's still... With the pages, copies are marked after that, so they have to
be...
Yeah. In front of the camera anyways, at least.
Yeah, they could let them take the cup. Like, I think you can trust... No, you can't trust Mayo people, sorry, to win the All-Ireland. That's that. You can trust the Dubs or Limerick. But, yes, that's on Saturday. I'm going to say Dublin by... 7 at least. I think you're going to pull away.
I'm going to go with a 2-17 to 4-10.
To who?
To Dublin.
23-22.
That's what I'm over.
Wow, Roscoe.
Jesus.
Sorry putting his spot.
No.
These predictions weren't.
Well, I'll go for Mayo just to mix up a bit. I'd go.
What's your reason for going for Mayo?
Just because the two of you went for Dublin. Look, Mayo by 2 points.
Here's hoping. And if there is, oh by God, we'll drink pints of Ballina. Okay. Going to come back. Wait, I think that's all, yeah. Right. It's when you take over your questions. The big prizes are on offer, lads. We're going to have a lot to get through here.
A lot to get through.
So, back with the correspondence.
Hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me.
Okay, Mr. Burns. What's your first name?
I don't know.
It's takeover time by the listeners. A lot of stuff in, lads, from all social media platforms. Email. First email.
First email, actually.
Yeah.
Landmark
did we give that email address?
I don't think I don't
know how we got the email address, to be honest with you. Kudos.
Start with that?
Yeah. Start with that, Roscoe. Throw it out there.
I don't know this fella. I'll read it for you.
No, this is in the quip side of things, isn't it? We asked for quips, questions.
Okay, well, we're going to keep the person is asked for to remain anonymous. Okay, so hi lads, loving the show. I'm listening every week. keep up the good work. I want to remain anonymous because my father wouldn't be too happy if I was giving his name away.
Jesus.
I think I'll confuse people even more if I say I'm a former teammate of Ronan and Adrian. Okay, lads, so here we are back in your pomp.
I'm confused.
Yeah. As Dublin will probably do the 6 in a row this week, it takes me back to the autumn of 1997.
Ah, yeah. Good
What age were you,
times.
lads?
11.
Jesus Christ, this really is going back, yeah.
Don't we play it with him at 11, though?
No, I don't think that's
All right, he hasn't got to that bit yet. Okay, right.
No, he doesn't get to any, he doesn't mention us again.
All right.
Go on.
When Sligo played Dublin in a league game at the park, this was back in the day when they used to play a couple of league games before Christmas. My father brought me along on what was a lovely day for a game. The game ended up being closer than probably everybody expected. Into the second half, a couple of Dublin fans in front of us were irked by a couple of the referee's decisions that they felt went against them. My father ended up in a bit of a tit for tat with them, which ended up with my father telling them to go back to Dublin, you jacking bastards. I was only a young fella at the time, and I was a bit fearful as to what might happen. Must have been very young, yeah. Anyways, the game was entering the closing stages with Sligo trailing by a couple of points. Eamon O'Hara got the ball and unleashed a shot from about 20 yards, which flew by John O'Leary and into the Dublin net.
I remember I was there, yeah. Go on.
The Sligo fans went mad, but my father was absolutely roaring in the direction of the said Dublin fans. I think the resultant kick out was the final play of the game, but I remember the Dublin fans didn't hang around for long. It was a great day for Sligo, and it's a story I enjoy telling my wife, who was from Dublin.
Oh,
that was kind of
very good.
Yeah.
Good. Very memorable 97. Sligo kind of final that year, earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Their first game of the league that year was down in Kerry.
In Tralee, they won by a goal.
And they won.
Yeah.
And then they went and bet Dublin.
The Dubs.
They played Tyrone as well. No, maybe they went and lost to Tyrone next time out. I remember they played Tyrone as well at MoMA. Yeah. So, and like, the league was restructured that year. Remember, it was the year before it went to 1A and 1B and 2A and 2B. And Sligo actually got 8 points from 7 games, the same as Dublin. But Sligo and Kerry both went down to Division 2A.
Yeah.
So like Sligo ended up with Kerry in that league season, 97, 98.
One and in Tralee, yeah.
Yeah. Golden age. I was a massive, like, ridiculous Dublin fan when I was younger. Like, wild stuff. Go up to games, like, and all the gear. Like, I've all still the jerseys in the house. I used to wear Dublin shorts playing for Clare and all. Like, I suppose a good glory. Well, it wasn't really glory hunter because they didn't win any All Ireland from 83 to 95. 95, yeah, it's 83 95. Like, I remember when they played Leitrim in the All Ireland semi final. I was there in the full. Got the train up to Dublin to the All Ireland semi final. Surely it's full of Leitrim roasters. Like, I was there in my full Dublin kit and all. And the way home, the train stops and I the flag at the Dublin flag and them and some. Whatever, she-devil robbed my flag, and I think the brothers, someone hopped straight of the train and grabbed the flag. No connection to Dublin at all. But yeah, nice tale there.
Nice tale there from Anonymous.
Anonymous, yeah. And I hope his father's keeping well and didn't get attacked. But the Dubs brought they always bring a massive crowd, and Travelers loved them. But they did a massive crowd in Sligo that day. I remember that day, yeah. Very good. A quip. Right, have you got a question? I'm going to go. Sorry, Murty, if you're going ready there.
Yeah, I've got.
There's a lot.
This one comes in from Dominic Story, directed at the three of us. So, at the peak of your physical prowess, I suppose the Celtic Sligo Supporters Club are going to be after me here again. At the peak of your
You'll be in witness protection in Carrick and Shannon after this as well.
Saving Swans.
Sure.
Carrick and Shore, sorry.
At the peak of your physical prowess, so I assume that's at, I suppose I'm probably talking about myself now. I don't know when years it'll be, lads.
My physical prowess, 2013.
13.
Yeah.
2005.
I probably go 1996 maybe. At the peak of your physical prowess, how many goals would you have scored in a full SPL season if playing for the Celtic side circa 01 to 03 with Henrik Larsson?
Right. I'm going to take it up first. I'm going to change my physical prowess because of the circumstances. So I'm going to go to now. Because it suits me now more burly. I was
a la John Hart.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So with that team and me being the burly striker up front, latching onto a few, well, I'd be giving a few flick ons, just score out scrambles. In Celtic up there in a terrible, terrible league, I'm going to say I get 6. 3 in the cup, 2 in the league, and 1 in the UEFA Cup semi-final.
Against
Ensuring.
Who did they beat? Liverpool? Blackburn?
Good run that time.
Yeah. So let's go for 6.
I would be an absolute definite 0.
You're pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm horrendous. We could have played every minute, every match, and it would still be 0.
Well, someone go ahead there, and I'll just bring up questions. Enough questions. I'll bring it up for tail here.
I'll go with So we're dominating the league. Myself.
Yeah, we're banging in goals again.
Yeah,
Like
so-
all of it, yeah.
Myself,
Didier
Sutton,
Regat is
myself, Sutton
fucking...
and Larson. I've had a good Martin O'Neill pre-season.
Right.
I'm getting 14 goals.
14?
Yeah.
Wow.
14, I'd say. Yeah. I would say maybe 11 league goals.
A double of Tannadice.
I'd probably score a hat-trick up in, I don't know, Livingston.
Yeah.
11 league goals. 4 in the cup. Cup final winner.
You've gone to 15 now, so.
Oh, yeah. Right, we go 17. So
17.
Fuck it, I'm getting the golden boot, lads.
Good question, though, Dan.
Very good question.
Where were you going to go there?
Someone asked, I listened to a podcast. I listened to my podcast. Sorry, remember your man that conned Graham Souness into saying he was George Weah's cousin? Ali Day.
Ali Day, yeah.
There was just a podcast on him, really. They were asking Letitia about him and stuff like that. But they just said how even if you were the worst footballer ever in a season, or not even the worst footballer ever, but if a normal fella like us played a full Premiership season every minute, do you think you'd score a goal in the Premier League? Letitia just said no straight away. Like he goes, you wouldn't. But the boys reckon these are just two fellas reckon they might nick a scramble somewhere.
I'd be thinking the same, to be honest with you.
You surely got a boot to something.
I'd be a dreamer.
I think you got a boot to something. Good question, Tom. I have a good one here from Dylan Monaghan. What's the lads' idea of a perfect match day? Starting off with the best deli to have in the morning, favourite pitch to play on, favourite pub for the after-match pints, and then favourite takeaway for after the pint munch. We're going back into the lunchbox here.
Oh, we're back.
So you're starting with your deli. Like if you were really taking your football serious, you wouldn't probably want a deli in the morning now, but let's go.
For deli. Look, are we going for... Yeah, look, the... opposite the Cannings, a deli in there now. You got a tasty breakfast roll there.
Nice breakfast
We
roll
used to
there.
get the bus there from Cateringans before.
There's a reason behind that.
Oh, full sausages was the thing. Like not just a different caliber of sausage in there.
Stop, the mouth is watering. So you're saying Cannings?
Yeah, I go for anyways.
I don't mind
deli.
So you're going to answer here, one go, then go. Right,
Yeah,
we'll go
go
with that. Right. I don't mind the 24-hour, you know.
The 24-hour does a fresh egg,
Yeah.
which is key.
Oh. Yeah.
A fresh fried egg, which is...
Depends on what type of match. If you know you're going to dominate, or you can kind of get away with it a bit. Or
If you get away with an unhealthier thing. Hot Polish girl used to work there too. Can't forget her. Shout out to her.
I remember we were playing a Connacht Interpro. It was about 17, and like the full buffet was available to us in the hotel. And sure, this is a massive novelty for me, and absolutely filled the plate with sausages, rashers. I remember coming back to the table, and everyone absolutely, coaches disgusted with what was on the plate. But
Look, if the buffet's there...
you're going to go at it, aren't you? Like,
Right, so just sit there. So we'll go with the delis, Cannings, and I'll go 24-hour. And then starting off, best deli, favourite pitch, a nice day, Mark, which is hard bet for me.
My favourite pitch. Come back to me. You go, right.
I'm going to go for the small pitch in the rugby club. love taking good expansive teams down to that and frustrating them. So we'll go for that pitch.
Right, I'm sticking GA here. So right,
I'm going to take a trip to Ballymote. I don't know. It's
Brother Welford Park.
Yeah, it's a nice distance away where it's far enough away that you've time to absorb the breakfast roll.
Oh, fair enough.
But you're close enough where...
Right, oh, you're getting the roll on the way to the game.
I think that's what he was saying.
All right.
Or maybe after, I don't know.
Okay. No, I know
It's the flow
I
of
thought
the
I thought you woke up at maybe 9 o'clock and got your deli, and then the game wasn't at 3 or so.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Right.
Need a lunch then.
Yeah. No, I know that. So right, I just went. So if it's playing Mark Pitch and then the pub, I'd have to go a good Clare game now. With a few, I'd go the Old Strand bar. Not the way it is. No, shite. No, but like there's too much emphasis on food, and you can't chant or sing. We used to book while the Old Strand was fantastic, and a lot of people agree with me there. So I go the Old Strand for my pub.
We used to have a bit of a route in from Cartron when you'd start off, you'd have your afternoon pints in the village, and you make your way to town. But for some reason, we
Would you
always
walk in the town.
No.
Okay, yeah. No, I
For
wouldn't.
some
either.
reason, we'd always stop there in the little island that was TD's. For some reason.
Oh, Tom Dermot's, yeah.
Just into TD's.
Never to be opened again.
TD's, I tell you though, it's got a jukebox,
Yeah,
a pool table, and a dartboard.
Yeah. And there's actually an upstairs out.
Lovely area.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Remember Gary Clancy when he was 17 getting served with an Elvis Presley ID? An Elvis Presley driver's license.
Didn't she go? She asked something. He goes, "Uh-huh."
He goes, yeah, is that you?
And then the takeaway. Well, that's the other
Hold
thing.
on, I'm going to jump.
Sorry.
Favourite pub? I have to bring up McHugh's. McHugh's after a match.
Old McHugh's again.
Old McHugh's
Yeah,
again.
On a Sunday, on a Sunday night.
On a Sunday night.
Scruffy DJ.
Scruffy ripping the piss
It
out
was
of
like everybody who used to play sports used to meet up at
Yeah,
about
very good.
11 o'clock on a Sunday night.
€3.
Me and Sal used to always
Fosters.
ask. Me and Sal used to always ask Scruffy. Scruffy, play a World in Motion. Scruffy like, next song coming up. Like, never happened.
The England World Cup 1990 song. It's a goal for England. You got to pass and move if you can get to the every week.
Scruffy, play a World in Motion. On next, lads.
That's like me and Staffy were just shouting fiddlers, the tabby, Purple Rain tabby, and he didn't know things. And he eventually went, oh fucking no, and he shouts back. And then he learnt it, and it's unbelievable.
It was 15 minutes long. Like, that'd be absolute curse to play.
Dominic Story used to shout Thunder Road at Tabby, Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen. And he used to give a few blasts of the Gareth Brooks Thunder Road. That was Thunder Rolls, but he eventually learned it for us.
Yeah, he learned it.
Top man, Tabby.
Good stuff. Take it then. 4 lights, lads.
Yeah.
4 lights. Good question.
Barbara, I had a bit of a...
What? Go on.
There was the Chip Buddy.
Yeah.
Chip Buddy was nice now.
Tansy's agreeing here with that one.
It's a big yeah.
There was a few nights now.
Oh.
Don't judge me. I might wake up with 2 bags from 2 different takeaways.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
A menage a trois.
I was certainly going solo. Right, good question. What do you got there, Bertie? Or was it you, Roscoe? I don't know where we are.
I'll jump in here. Enda Mitchell.
Yeah.
What was your best moments on the pitch to the three of you as either a player or a coach or chairperson?
Another question has come in at the same time there. Go on, sorry. Enda Mitchell goes.
Best moment on the pitch as a coach, player or chairperson?
I'd go, for character related, I'd go the day we made it 22 league wins out of 22 at home to Arrow Harps.
66 points.
66 points, yeah, the big 6-6. But I suppose on playing side, I suppose that day we won the Connacht title for Summerhill. It was a big day, though.
The junior title.
Yeah.
I can't think.
It didn't get the credit it deserved because it was called junior.
Yeah, juvenile, junior. Roscoe, you go there. I'm still thinking.
I was thinking about this, as a coach. I think one of my most enjoyable moments was with Summerhill senior team. We went to Marist. We'd lost every single game in the league, in the Connacht League. We trained really well. Went to Marist, who were heavily favoured for the competition. They had their full school out, and we bet them. Put an unbelievable performance. Like bet them by less than a score, and we just defended in the line for the last 5 minutes. And I just remember it was just such a good moment for the boys, and absolutely just knackered after. I remember.
It was pretty satisfying moments. I remember the 2005 county semi-final against Eastern Harps. Like we'd lost a few finals, and we just hung on them, bet them a point, and we were beating each other over the years. They think they bet us. We bet them in 2000. They bet us 2001. Then they bet us in the final 2002. So we needed to beat them. Always a bogey team and tough bastards, but we just hung on the end. Just a relief on the pitch when the final was back, so we're defending. Another satisfying one. There's some good questions coming in a minute.
Are they still coming in?
Yeah. I remember we were 2012 quarter final playing St John's in Colooney, Clara, and we were 6 points down. We were really in bad form. We shouldn't have qualified for the quarter final. Maybe we went 6 points down. They were flying 6 points down after 10 minutes, and I was like, this is shit, we're fucked here. And someone scored an outrageous long range point, and we hit like 2-10 in a row and ended up winning by 12 points, and it just kick-started fucking season. We lost after extra time to replay to Mary's with about 20 injuries we had then, but it was really, it was a good game. Coaching wise, best thing, I remember coaching an underage team, and there's this young fella, and it's actually a wide story. I knocked him down in the car park at the pitch. And he was a good player, and he sent to hospital, and we had a final that weekend, and in the hospital, and he couldn't play, and he was devastated. His parents were devastated, and I said, "Look, we're going to do it for you. We're going to do it for you."
Timmy O'Toole.
Yeah, we lost by 26 points, and that is completely made off that last story. Right, I'll go to one of the questions that came in there. Alan Rooney asked, who'd win the fight, Tom or Mark McSharry?
Oh, that's a great question.
Going for Tom straight out. Big man, big unit, big unit. Big cheeks.
Mark could be down in dirty street fight.
You would imagine,
yeah. Throwing sand in the eyes.
Pocket sand on him, yeah.
Pocket sand.
Now look, there's a charity event the public will pay to see.
Yeah. Tom's a big fucker.
Main event the next SC
but real.
Yeah.
I'll go Tom. You go Mark.
I'm gonna go Mark. Yeah, I could vote Mark.
But you reckon it's a street fight type thing? It's all in
dirty, like you can,
Right. Interesting.
Mono.
Let's stick with Alan Rooney. That's another one there. But my two phones have to go down. It's in the DM.
I have one from Craft Beers of Ireland. Actually, we got a bit of a twist. We got a bit of a twist of a few craft beer pages after we put up the Lochgill prize, but I think there's more of a statement than a question. What possessed Lochgill Brewery to brew a marshmallow stout? Question mark. It sounds nuts but tastes great. So, in fact, it wasn't really a question. It's more of a statement. But, yeah, we'll have to give that a try.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd love that. Yeah, I love...
A marshmallow stout?
Yeah, I definitely love it. I won't say, I was going to say I had a flavoured beer there last week, but wasn't from the Lochgill, so I can't mention who it was from. Another Sligo brewery. Orange. Yeah. That's a good... Yeah, I definitely want to try that marshmallow stout. Is that in the 5-pack?
I don't know.
That you got?
I don't know if it's in the 5-pack.
If it is, you might be getting a 4-pack whoever wins.
But no, I have another one here. Are you giving us something there?
No, if you go into the DMs on Twitter, I can't get in. My phone's blocking. Anyways, go ahead with the other one. We'll find Alan Rooney's another good one, I think. But it's
from Ross Crystal, past player you would have loved to have played with, someone that might have finished up before you got into your playing days.
Oh, Jesus! I'll probably stick GA. I have to go for swinging Mickey Cairns. Mickey Cairns, Big Mickey. Sorry, 2 innuendos there. Mickey Cairns I'll go for. Just like I'd obviously never seen him play, seen a few clips, but he was just he's scoring exploits. Like, not that he passed the ball to me or anything, but you'd love to, like he was talked about all over. So I go Mickey Cairns G.
Yeah, I'd probably follow you in with that one, Edo. I can't really think of a...
Yeah, it's hard to think of,
or like from the club.
David Pugh?
Well, that's if I was playing for Rovers, which I probably should have been at some stage.
Look, that's another podcast.
That's another podcast in itself, yeah. But yeah, I'll stick with you on that one, Edo. Ross?
Yeah. No, I got into the DMs here. We've a Joey Sweeney inviting us out to the O'More Gales online table quiz, asking would the Sligo Way pod go.
All right.
As you were mentioned there, fabulous prizes.
Where are we going?
Tansy Arms Hotel. What's this? Bed and breakfast for 4 in the Tansy Arms Hotel in Ballinacaro.
What's going on? Who's sliding our DMs, Tansy, here?
That's one of the prizes with...
Have you signed up for something again on the internet? Because remember that one I found last week?
What one?
I showed you a screenshot of someone signed up for something.
That's correct.
What was it again?
Well, Ross followed the page, I think.
What was it?
I don't know. What are you on about?
I followed some page. Oh, yeah, I know what it was now, actually.
No, go on,
Remember, I sent you the screenshot of someone followed some male-only fans page. And
Okay, yeah.
So I questions come back to him.
I was trying to grow our followership, but they liked our page first. That was me. So
it was pretty fucking impressive what he had. Thought he was packing.
Such a bod. But anyways, this...
Oh, wasn't that? Go on. Is this a question now, is it?
Yeah, there's a table quiz anyways, and the prize, as I said, a breakfast for 4 in the Tansy Arms Hotel in Ballinacaro with an evening meals in Durkin's fine dining restaurant. This Michelin star restaurant is renowned for its platters of chicken wings and sausage rolls. So I think basically, from what I'm seeing here, there's an O'More Gale table quiz, and we'll just give it a shout out, so we will.
Yeah,
we might go to it.
Yeah, I love a table quiz.
Is it online or...?
The 23rd of December. It's an online quiz.
Oh, jeez, I'd take part in that.
We will, yeah. So there we go.
I'd say it would be good quizzing.
That's in
I love quizzes.
That's in from Marty Joe Cairns, the king of O'More Gales.
Marty Joe, yeah, well known. Tansy, someone else mentioned you for O'More Gales the other day. Someone texted in about the Tasmanian Devil. What's that?
The Tasmanian Devil?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a very popular...
I can't get my phone properly working here.
Someone
definitely texted in with O'More Gales as well about you last week.
Who has had the best moustache in Sligo Town? We've done that before, haven't we?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Declanbury.
Yeah. We had a shout out last week about it. Yeah, it's Declanbury.
That's Alan Rooney's other question, isn't it?
Here's a good one there.
Sorry, that's Alan Rooney's other question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Pass it over to Adrian there.
Rory Houston. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's directed at Mert. Which a lot of questions there. Just wondering if Mert had one choice, shooting the winning shot in the Mosconi Cup for Europe against America or leading Cartron to a Super League title as chairman, which would he choose? Now, for some of you listening, the Mosconi Cup is a pool competition between America and Europe.
Yeah, it's the greatest sporting event in the world. It's bigger than World War II.
America!
World War II and what is it? Super Bowl combined.
Bigger than the World Series, World War II combined. That's a great question, Rory. Obviously, he knows probably my top 5 favourite sportsmen.
The Mosconi Cup
would be Earl de Pearl Strickland, a real pool genius, you know.
Right.
But that's a great question, Rory. I'm torn.
You are, jeez, visibly.
But I will. No, the 3 days on 3 days. The 3 months on the beer if we won the Super League would be.
Yeah.
Would just I would tip it in its favour.
Yeah, sounds good. So you're going for Super League ahead of the Moscone Cup.
Just about.
Have you got one there?
No, sorry, that's my own Facebook. It's Keith Coleman. He's looking for any good shows on Netflix, but no, that's not meant for the correspondence. Someone says here The Fall. No, Keith, best of luck with that.
Look, Brendan Dassey didn't get out for WrestleMania, so don't watch Waking a Murderer. He doesn't get out.
Right, we have two kind of related questions here.
Right.
So one comes from Brendan Fitzsimons.
No. Yeah, go. Sorry, yeah.
So Brendan Fitzsimons was looking for a definitive answer on who are the big six in the Premier League of town characters. And then Cormac Coyne also asked, who makes the Mount Rushmore of Sligo town characters?
Of Sligo town characters.
Yeah,
right.
so I think we'll build a Mount Rushmore between us.
So Rushmore's 4 people.
Yeah,
but Brendan wants a big 6 of characters.
Yeah, we can make it a 6. Yeah,
We just leave it to Rushmore.
Yeah, Rushmore. Yeah, so it can be.
And if we get 2 more,
it can be posthumous or
right, posthumous or thing,
or humus.
You also got a dead man in mind, have you?
I don't know, but I'd like to have the option.
This is cat. Right. Eric Ford has to be up there.
Is that a 2 and 1, is it?
I did.
Well, if it's
2 heads on.
2 heads. on an Alsatian's body.
Thinks I was a Greek monster.
Oh, for fuck. The Kraken.
The Kraken. Yeah.
Forwards. Right. Up. Done. Does Smiley make it?
We're down to 4 now.
We're getting to litigation here.
Who have you got over there?
It's not bad to be a character.
No. Yeah, he has to be on it now.
So where we talk to those characters?
Yeah, that's Sligo Corona. That Corona watch page that he stokes the flames on now is something else.
It's outrageous stuff.
If you have a spare 10 minutes any day, you click into it now. And
no,
never cease to amaze you. Yeah, he's in there.
Wait, don't put him up yet because
I'm going to.
Dykes's definitely up. Dykes's up.
That's a slam dunk. I mentioned him before a few weeks ago.
You rat.
Rat. No, you inconspicuous rat.
That was good. Didn't Coiner come in and say I was there that day?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah. So if you think I'm talking shite my stories, someone verified it. Now, this man qualifies, does he?
He qualifies by residency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the passport.
Yeah. Well, he's lived in Sligo.
Shout it out.
Big Phil O'Malley with 2 L's.
Right.
There's no way to deny it.
No.
This fella is a character of the highest degree.
Yeah. We won't go much further into him because he gives fake solicitor's letters out as some fellas know.
Yeah, remember when he hand delivered one over to
yeah.
Well, that's for you.
Stop now. Right, that's 3. Smiley's in.
Yeah, Wackadoo was proposed.
Wackadoo was a great man.
Yeah,
he was good crack. Buddy Holly, as he used to call himself. Yeah.
Jeez, you'd always heard him in the town.
It's a lovely man, actually.
Yeah, he's a gent.
Yeah.
Actually, he used to come in.
Actually, lovely man. Yeah.
To a place I used to work in, he was an absolute gent.
Yeah, Wackadoo was a nice man. I wouldn't put him with them other fellas now. Yeah. Sorry, just thinking so.
We never really defined what the character.
What is a character? Yeah,
we could go deep here.
Maybe people could
stand out from the crowd.
Suggestions.
Yeah, stand out from the crowd.
Yeah. Like Paul Cook could be a character.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, a character.
No, characters are great. I think in Sligo especially, we love our characters in Sligo.
There's definitely someone obvious sticking out, and I can't think of it. This rollerblade guy coming into this.
Rollerblade guy is a character, but look, there's
always
a lot of people. Is Sligo a bit more tapped than everywhere else? Is the big question. I know everywhere we went, I know when we're overseas or abroad, people from all other counties would be like, "What's up with you Sligo lads?" Like,
wasn't there tail with the water?
That's where I was going with this now. Yeah. The Garavogue, the water from the Garavogue sends you lula.
It's also the end of the train line, which I reckon is always a surefire place for characters.
Yeah?
Just get on the train and go as far away as you can.
It's your man. Oh, no, I'm not going to say
it. End of the train line, Garavogue water, full moon. They're just going to send you wild.
Ooh. I'm definitely forgetting someone, are we?
There's definitely someone we forgot, I'd say. But yeah, well, I'd like to hear everybody else's suggestions.
Get them in. Rollerblade guy, he wouldn't go on Rushmore for me now.
No,
but he could be Leicester City breaking into the top 6 over a new face. The forwards, as I said, Martin and Eric are Man United, Man City for the top 6. Like, they're both come from the same household, same city. The noisy neighbours, the noisy brother. Smiley's Liverpool to me. Very good.
So that's it. Yeah.
We'll have to go deeper into that. Crafty Bear Tweets has tweeted the question. Got a few of them. Sorry, I'll read the question first and then say my answer. The answer for the question. Here's one for you. How many former Slag Rovers players played in the first ever game at the Aviva Stadium? Now, this was Ireland, League of Ireland 11 versus Man United.
Bit of a trick question from the old crafty tricksters.
Yeah, well, it's in the name. It's Crafty Beer Tricks.
Yeah.
I had 3. I got Indo, Piers, and Kirby, and you mentioned Rogers.
And Richie Wright.
And Connor Powell was in.
We wouldn't have got Connor Powell.
No, so 6 it seems to be Crafty Bear Tweets. Did you know it yourself? Well, there you go. He also asked in the Joey and Doe Soccer AM special clip, as everyone's seen, that the flick were which team were Rovers playing. Yeah, I knew that straight away.
Yeah, UCD was there the night.
Yeah, University College Dublin. For all your academical needs, call 016.
They'd be a good sponsor.
Yeah. Did you? No, there was an open day in UCD.
No, I didn't
Summer
make
Hill.
that trip. I heard about it.
Sorry, I remember.
Such a session. Summer Hill.
There was a question overlooked a week or two ago, which reminds me.
There was
cricket.
We asked what's cricket pitch.
Sligo IT.
Oh yeah.
No, that was
Who asked that question?
There was a question asked about. We'll go into this one, will we?
Can do. Yeah, it's a tale now.
Yeah. What is it?
Tell us your Sligo Cricket Club story.
So yeah, basically, there's a couple of cricket stories here, but it was yourself, Adrian. You played in
You played in the intervarsities.
The clubs and societies up, and we put the name down for the messing, and so
Sligo IT.
Sligo IT intervarsities tournament came on. I told this in Ocean FM actually, one day, but I didn't go into such detail. And Sligo IT entered team the intervarsities. So it was indoor cricket. So Sligo IT's first ever cricket game. So
magic moment.
I think me and staff might have been in the college and Heinzie, but there were a few characters who weren't joined in with us. Fellow, I think Brian McCann, I shouldn't mention because I get in trouble, but he even texted me to organise. He wouldn't be going. He said, I won't be travelling myself, so the bus will be at the IT at 7:30 Saturday morning, and I'll bring you back. Or no, it didn't bring us back, and then that'll be in later in the story. But it'll bring you at 7:30 Saturday morning. And he goes, I'm not going. I was like, all right. So I rang a few of the boys, and they came on. McHugh and Claire Clancy, and
Berkey went, I think, did he?
Yeah, ridiculous. So got in the bus, and
did you get given a kit or anything, or?
No, this got in the bus, and there was a South African guy there.
Yeah.
And he had invited his brother, a younger brother, was still in school. We didn't like that, even though we'd invited guys. And then there was 2 guys from Pakistan who play cricket,
big into the game.
So the bus takes off at 7:30 to go to the intervarsity cricket tournament
in Galway,
in Galway, yeah, and pulls it in GMIT hall, not a big hall, and pulls out the IT just at the fish, and the can just opens. And the Pakistani guy and the South African guys were there in their full cricket gear, like we were just going out close for the night. And
was there a comment about if I knew you were drinking?
If I knew, hit the can open, and you goes, if I knew you were drinking, I would have brought my guitar. At 7:30 in the morning. So I stopped off in Ballyhonest to pick up his friends who actually play cricket as well. So I never got to Galway as quick. This buck was outrageous. Got us up. I don't know what time we got up. Anyway, flew up the road and got to the Intervarsity Cricket Championships.
To get ready to be out of the bus.
And sure, Lewin at that stage. So we played Trinity in the first game.
Was it a full 11-a-side cricket game?
No,
it's indoors.
It's indoors. So if you only had your batter inside the room, the rest of us were looking through the doors. And so I went out straight away. Bowled out straight away.
Golden duck.
Yeah. Didn't even get a swing at it, bowled out. And
how many cans did you bring at that stage?
6 or 7, I'd say. But
what type of can as well?
Cider. It was cheap cider with no money.
Wasn't Thompson, was it?
No, I had no money back then, definitely. No money now. But McHugh arrived in. And playing trendy. And we took over the team. The fellas who could play cricket, we said, nah, we'll go first.
Opening batsman.
So didn't he?
So McHugh connected with the ball. So got a hit and went down and touched the first wicket and back up the other one and sitting slide tackle through the wicket, a kick, booted it over and your man goes, you're out. Cars it out on purpose, slide tackle. So we all got put out straight away and went down to beside the Connaught Hotel. What's that hotel? Anyways, it was up beside GMIT, yeah. And had some date and a few more pints and didn't bother going up to the cricket again. But turned out there was a cricket ball that was in Anyway, that evening, so I said, fuck. After a day drinking all over Galway, we went over to that. Absolutely lewing at it, like, and they were serving curries. Oh, it's disgusting stuff. Like, and it was the poshest thing out of this ball. Like, the old guys in shirts and all. We were in there lewing. We were asked to leave, and that was the bus didn't come for us the next day either. And that was didn't come for us. It probably did come for us at 5 o'clock after the cricket championship. We weren't supposed to stay up on the pool. And that was the Intervarsity Cricket Championship.
Wow,
good stuff. Enough on a tangent there a bit. Who was next, Dad? Sorry.
We have another kind of related one again. So it's from our good friend of the podcast, Shane McGee again. Who do the panel think... I'm going to split this question in two.
Right.
So who do the panel think is the most underrated Sligo sports person of all time?
I'm going to go with Ski McGee, Paul McGee there. Played for a variety of clubs against top class players. I obviously didn't see him play. Well, I did see him play, but I can't remember because he stopped around whatever.
Yeah, he's still playing in the early 90s.
Yeah. 15 Ireland caps, which isn't... I know he hasn't been in Sligo in recent years, you know. He's moved away, but it's...
I was at a couple of QPR games in the recent past, and they still talk about him over there.
He's serious?
Yeah.
He clearly was something special. I always remember his name growing up, but then I suppose like over time you feel, but I think it's underrated that a Sligo man got 15 caps for Ireland and played at such a high level.
Ross?
Ski McGee.
Just trying to think. I wouldn't say underrated, but I just someone that I want to catch up with in the show at some stage is David McGowan from Ballymote. Like at the time when rugby wasn't really massive, you know, in Sligo, like, you know, we weren't playing AAL, and he managed to make it from Ballymote over to La Rochelle in France. So I think that's a pretty big achievement. So
yeah, massive. Yeah,
another former teammate of ours.
Yeah, played with Gaelic with him as well. Yeah, big man.
I'm going to go a bit left field with my answer, lads.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
I think this is one of the most actually underrated Sligo sports achievements of all time. I'm going to go with the course record holder in Bertie's, Joe Lang.
Right.
A good, strong St. Fernand's man.
Joe Lang, small fella.
He'd be Daniel Lang's father.
Oh, no, sorry.
But anyway.
I know his uncle, so far. Yeah, go on.
Shot 39 in Bertie's. 39. 15 under for 18 holes. And like it's ridiculous. I remember that the day he shot it, my father was playing around with him, and I never seen him excited coming home. He's after saying Lang's after shooting 15 under.
Par 3.
I think he'd 1 hole in 1.
All right, sorry.
I think he might have even had a bogey in there, which makes it even wilder. Because I always David Curley. I used to prop bet David Curley in Envy back in the glory days of 04-05. But I was said if he could find any man to beat me in Bertie's, I challenged him for €1,000.
You would?
Except for Joe Lang, yeah. But all I needed was the week's notice just to have a little bit of practice. Yeah. So he's the most underrated sports person of all time.
Very good. Very good. That's some stat.
15 under. Like 39 is ridiculous.
I was out in Bertie's a few times during the lockdown. It's bad shape. Jesus, the greens. It's worse than Saipan.
We just give Curly a bit of kudos for beating Clancy in the fantasy football as well.
Big time, yeah.
Gary Clancy, not humble in defeat at all.
No, it didn't take a while.
Right, we better go on to the questions.
Sorry.
Stephen Holmes. Oh, sorry. Does you have another part of that question?
So there's kind of a two for here. So then it was, and what did the panel think is Sligo's greatest sporting achievement? That's individual or teams. So this kind of wraps into Kelvin McHugh's question, who asked, who is Sligo's greatest sports person in the team's opinion? So they're kind of related.
I stick with soccer because it's just a global sport. For Sligo's greatest sports person, it has to be Sean Fallon. Like,
yeah,
played 250 odd games for Celtic, and then never mind, as you said, when assistant managers meant something. He was assistant manager with Jock Stein when they won the 1967 European Cup final. Like, that's outrageous. It's a nice twist to keep the Celtic fans back on board again. No, but it's outrageous. Sean Fallon definitely for me has to be.
I'll go with Mark Scanlon actually.
Yeah, big one as well. Yeah,
World Junior Championship cyclist winner. Sensational achievement looking back on it. If you actually. There's a couple of names in the race who went on to have big careers in professional cycling.
Oh, yeah.
Just in such an individual sport to do something like that on your own.
Massive.
Great achievement.
Who's that?
I can't think of someone.
Greatest sports. Oh, that's because you said...
What did I say?
You said because all the old rugby players were shit in Sligo back in the day.
Yeah, that was what I said. Yeah. Celtic fans and the older Sligo rugby player.
Calvin Foley just appeared the window.
Who's up?
Sorry. When Clancy was mentioned there, add on to one of the Stephen Holmes questions.
Oh, yes.
He asked, could you regale us of Gary Clancy's 2010 Connacht final story?
Gary had a day.
Now, I didn't go on the bus with the usual crowd because we played a challenge match in Kilshima that day. We had an awful session on the way up now. But
I was on the bus.
it's mainly after is the story, isn't it?
It is mainly after, yeah.
So
Just
Burns
see how's the match, yeah.
They lost to Roscommon after beating fucking Galway in my own way. But anyways, Mick Burns in Castlebar, nice wee small Paul, well known, good GA man. So Clancy,
we were there pre-match.
Yeah, Clancy missed the bus. He went back after the game, obviously.
Okay.
And missed the bus.
Did he have his phone charging in there or something? No,
I don't know, but he was asleep under the bar. I won't say anyway. He was asleep in the bar. So Gary's father was also.
We got the bus back without him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
we couldn't find him. Or
and Gary's father was also at the game, and he went home.
Yeah,
because he thought he was on the bus.
Yeah.
And Mick Byrne ended up ringing Gary's father when he was going.
Sligo Park?
No, this is
the Cloney Roundabout.
He wasn't as far on this time. That you're a young fella here, blah blah blah. And Gary's father had like his younger sister and one of her friends on a day out at the game as well, and had to turn back and went to Castlebar against all the traffic to go find him. So got back to Castlebar, whatever time this was, and no sign of the buck. And the barman goes, No, he left after a while ago. Turns out he had. So Gary Clancy goes back down the road again. Guess it's Sligo Park this time.
Gary Clancy goes down the road.
Yeah. Turns out Gary had not. Was still around the pub premises and had appeared again. Mick Byrne rings again. Oh, that buck's here again. At this stage, Jerry was down to Sligo Park. So he'd gone up and down. This is his third time going to Castlebar that day. Had to go up and collect them again. And then there's something else at the end. I can't even think. Something else happened on the way home. I can't remember.
I'd say he didn't get to dinner for a week.
No. So that's his number. That's his Stephen Hone. That's his that's the Bucks 2010 kind of final story. And then he asked as well, Roscoe, you were mentioning this question, if possible, for Willie Rogers or maybe Ross. Can you shed some light on whether the dispute between the rugby club and Strand Celtic was ever resolved after the infamous MM phone call? What happened to the lads for Portumna? That's simple enough. That gang of lads went back to Portumna.
They didn't get any ball. And
No.
there was no accommodation made.
No,
I don't think there was. I don't think there was anything ever made of it.
No, if you listen as well, Morris asked, "Do you know who I am?" So we can only ascertain from that he has some connections with the rugby club.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, nothing happened. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
As I said, we did two lovely pitches up there at the rugby club. It was said.
Yeah. Never got under the play, but look,
I know for a fact that pitch is enclosed. Yeah. What's next?
Where are we?
Jeez, lads, there's a lot in, isn't there?
There's a lot of questions.
We're definitely forgetting some.
Hold on now, I had one there up a minute ago.
When you give away the big prizes.
Yeah. You give away the prizes, they will message you.
Yeah. They usually do anyways. Oh, I've one here. I don't know this guy as much. Luke McDonald must be. Whatever happened to Rick, the con artist barber at Alfie's? Did he chat to everyone else about GTA and FIFA? Did his wife pretend to be his daughter? I'm not an undercover cop. I'm just a man looking to find out who really cut my hair.
That's the infamous Ricky Jones.
I heard of him. I don't really know him. You'll have to take away, Mert.
I remember him vaguely.
Yeah, I vaguely. I remember getting my hair cut by him and myself.
Yeah, same.
It was one of them. I think it must have been a Scorchio summer back in 06 or 07.
Yeah.
The neck was burned, you know.
Oh.
So Tricky Ricky was saying. He's like, oh, he goes, were you away? He goes, you have a great colour in your neck. I says, I was over in Spain.
What a charmer.
Yeah. I said, I was over in Spain, Ricky. He goes, what pot, mate? So I bluffed him along anyway, but he fell for the story. So I suppose maybe I conned the con man.
So that's whatever happened to him.
Whatever happened. I think nobody ever found out, did they?
Did he chat to everyone else about GTA and FIFA?
I don't know. I think he took the town for a few pounds, didn't he?
He took the town for a few pounds.
Did he, yeah? With fake schemes?
Fake schemes. Something to do with a gym or something.
Yeah, he was going to open a gym, wasn't it?
Tricky Ricky.
Looking for loans and everything.
Jeez. Did he
absconded?
The last bit of this question is, did his wife pretend to be his daughter? I don't know how to be achieved by that in some sort of scheme. Did you get a
Ponzi scheme?
Unless he got some single parent grant. I don't know. Yeah, very, very good sport related question there again. Roscoe, where are you?
I've nothing else, I don't think.
I definitely one more.
There's definitely questions here, yeah.
Oh, the hutch.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, go.
I don't have it here.
I don't have it either.
Hold on there. It was a mention here. Yeah.
It was
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have it here now. Which Sligo Leitrim club did Jerry the Monk Hutch get day release to play for when he was a prison in Loughlin House in the 1980s? Now, this is something we don't know the answer to.
You heard a rumour, though?
We heard a rumour that it was Strand Celtic.
Who will get Jerry Hutch out of Loughlin House going to Strand Celtic to play, I wonder?
How's their new stand going, Derek?
Very good, yeah. Got a mystery donor. He's a lovely footballer by all accounts. I remember him. He'd sneak in the back door, the back door burglar, they call him. That's a good question. So Jerry Hutch got out of Lawn House.
Apparently so. This is now
to play junior soccer.
We don't know
game.
if it's Sligo Town myth or Sligo Town truth.
Right, can anyone shed light on that?
Yeah, team sheet. I want to say team sheet or something.
It's a good question.
Great question.
Need light to be shed on that. Okay, on here. This is from Nevin in Ross's Point. Good evening. My question is for all the gang, Tansy included. Just wondering your opinion on the lack of a bowling alley in Sligo. Also, Murty, is it true you performed a 7-10 split at the old bowling alley while attending Ronan Foley's 11th birthday party in 1997?
Gary's got the story spot on there. Yeah,
Nevin wasn't.
Nevin's got the story spot on there. Except it was Ronan Foley's 14th birthday. So
it was 97.
But I nailed the 7-10 split and the little balloon came out.
Yeah.
just to say that congratulations, you've done a 7-10 split.
Good addition to the town now, bowling alley.
I was only thinking, funny story, you mentioned that Kerry beating Sligo earlier. I was at a birthday party that day. I was raging I wasn't at the game. So who was born in October? I can't think. So it would have been 11, yeah. So missed the bowling alley. Like, if that was around when we were 17, 18, we know who we were when 17, 18, 14, 15, we could have really hung out there.
We could have hung out
down
there,
by the docks. Leg up against the wall. So, what's your opinion on the lack of bowling alley? Yeah, it needs to come back.
Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Pansy, yeah?
Yeah, totally agree.
Any bit of bowling in you?
I can control a ball, I won't hit it.
Well, you want to hit something, Jesus. I used to like cooling the fingers on the little air thing to make it look like I knew what I was doing.
You want to put your own ball as a real, like, you know.
Yeah, could you buy a ball? Get a homemade ball.
It's one of them sports like bowling. If you show up with your own ball, or like rocking up to the embassy with your own snooker cue, like, do you know?
Yeah, I do see bucks walking around town with the old cues. Come on now. Have we got anything, Ross?
No, I've nothing.
Sorry. Peter Meehan asked us the top 3 best pubs in Sligo. So your top 3 favourites.
Oh, that's a tough question now. And you're after doing the World Cup of pubs as well, mate.
Exactly, yeah.
Is this posthumous or are we old pubs or current pubs?
I'd say throw in an old pub here if you want to.
Taking Conways, are you?
No, well, it was up there, but the old McHugh's for me was my Macca. Can't beat it. Oh Jesus! Old shenanigans.
We were upstairs in the old shenanigans.
Yes, after the grad, we were up there. We got reefed out of there by the mother the day after the grad. Hadn't come home.
No, that was bad.
I called her bluff. She's like, I'm in shenanigans. Like, I'm coming to collect you. I didn't think she was, but she fucking came and got me. Shout out to an old boy for some stout parenting.
So who asked that question? The best top 3 pubs?
It's tough. That's a tough one to think about.
I don't want to burn bridges. Although I burnt a few on remember I was mentioning the old Strand earlier.
The Ship was a great
pub. Sure, the Ship. Jesus Christ. Some fella had a video up on Twitter last night. You mightn't have seen it. Of this guy. He was sitting in his car and videoing a guy getting a pizza delivered. A big fat fella. And like then he pans the video just across the road and Domino's is directly across the road.
I see
it. We used to get pizza delivered, if you know where the Ship is, from Domino's into the Ship.
Remember the time?
At most, it's 16 steps.
At very most.
Remember I lived beside the Ship and there was a bathtub in the hallway.
The
bathtub was taken to the Ship,
It's a great picture of the bathtub.
Ship was outrageous. The Ship was outrageous of the
Right, so look, straight off the block, top 3 pubs.
Old Strand, Old Ship, and where do I like for a pint of Guinness? Connolly's.
What about the old front bar envy days?
Jesus, yeah.
Ross, your 3?
Oh, I've gone McHugh's. I go for front bar envy before 10:30. What was it? 10:30, 11 in for free.
In for free at 10:30.
Yeah.
What was it in? And he was a fiver, like.
Oh yeah.
That was a huge saving back then.
Naggins.
So what else?
Get me an ambulance for that night.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. What did you have there?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3. I enjoyed my time in the village now when I was living beside it in Hollymount, so I'm going to give them a shout there for me.
Village, right?
Oh, I suppose I better say something. I will go... I love the Old Ship as well. Great pub. The Old Ship, the old Ark. We only drank after
Jesus
hours.
Christ almighty.
Yeah. A room number written in your, a room number written in your hand. Were you all the night we put up to a room?
Yeah, we were in the police cam.
Yeah. There was 15 of us in a room, like 2 different nights.
We were in the bath one night in the police cam. Yeah.
And actually, I'll give Conway's a shout out as well.
Conway's, yeah.
Sod it up.
Conway's up High Street.
I've gone for 3 closed pubs there.
Yeah,
Some amount of wrestlers stayed in that Ark bar.
Special shout to Howleys and Curry, lads.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Big special shout to Howleys and Curry. Is that all the questions?
I think we're through.
I think we're through. That was a lot. Are we picking a winner now?
Yeah, so we've two prizes to give away.
Right.
So the Rovers goodie bag and Lockhill Brewery.
So we're giving away 2 prizes.
Yeah. Who asked greatest sports person? Kelvin McHugh.
Calvin McHugh asked who his was greatest.
I think that I'm going to give one track because it was hard. I was the actual thinker, like.
Yeah. I would.
And then is it one of the jokier questions then that get another prize?
I think I'd be heading towards either the Dominic Story one about how many goals we score.
Yeah.
Or the Mount Rushmore Sligo Town characters.
Yeah. Cernine a good one too. Well, that wasn't about the hutch.
Yeah.
Then the breakfast roll.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That was a great question
I'm
too.
actually hungry now.
The lunchbox.
The lunchbox.
Tano.
Tano
picked the last one.
Tano. Go. Dominic
Dominic
Stories.
Stories.
The
Dominic
Celtic one.
Stories.
Yeah. Hard luck to the runners up. Yeah, great questions, lads. So that was the audience takeover. Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoyed that.
Bit of dancer to come back.
Oh, the Sligo dancer. There's a Kaylee in the tavern, come on in.
Will you drive the ball down the field, or what are you doing?
On the floor again.
Okay, Sligo dancer. This week we will catch up.
We're one behind.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, catch up and the polls, but this week we're going out to the Four Lights and we're going to the Mandarin Court.
Yeah, they're getting delivered. Yeah, the underwear's getting delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was laughing at the fridge there to myself the other day when you nominated a fridge.
I'm looking forward to how it does in the polls.
I'm going straight out with my nomination. Mentioned earlier, the Slag Rovers digital marketing team. Some great tweets out and videos out.
Yeah.
Unveiling stuff, suspense, and then even the billboards out and around the town. Yeah. 7 billboards outside Cranmore. I don't know.
They do a good job.
The billboards all over the town now, so they really... And thanking the Sligo people, but thank you, Sligo Rovers digital marketing team. So they're my Sligo dancer of the week.
Let's go.
I am going to go, spoke with her earlier, Caroline Curd, dancer of the week, involved with Limerick there. That's my one, yeah.
All Ireland medals. I will bring it home with a man making his return home, actually.
Oh, nice, sweet.
Right.
Romeo, where art thou?
Wherefore art thou?
We now know where thou art, Romeo. So he gets my nomination.
Shakespearean sign off.
Cool John McLaughlin. Well, we absolutely. So Romeo, you.
I'm going to go Romeo, yeah.
Right. Caroline Curd.
Yep.
Romeo, Sligo Rovers digital marketing team. Okay.
Boom.
Lock of the week coming up.
To be Smooth Jimmy's Lock of the Week. Ooh, that's a big lock, all right.
Okay, welcome to the final piece of the jigsaw. Where am I going with this? Lock of the week. Bertie, take it away.
Right.
Now, some men could do it a win. I think I'm 3 weeks in a row.
I got my one. I'm 4 from 6.
Right, I don't know
That
what
means
I
I
am.
must be doing poorly. So.
We'll get it in. We'll get it through.
Adrian, you've gone for Dublin -6 in the All-Ireland final on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I've gone for. Exactly. -6, 11-10. I know it's a bit risky. No, it's 6 is a bit in J, but I think Dub's power might just pull them away. I kind of half hope I'm wrong, but I think -6 Dublin, yeah.
Roscoe?
I'm going for Connacht to beat Bristol in the showground or the sports grounds on Sunday.
11 to 10.
That's on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
And they're 11-10 as well.
They're 11
Very
10
good,
as well,
very
yeah.
good.
And then I'm going to put in a bit of a... maybe I should be going for something a bit safer. I'm going to go with Everton at home to Arsenal on Saturday at 5:30 because Arsenal are dog shit, aren't they?
Saturday 5:30, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch them yesterday, to be honest, but they were supposed to be turgid stuff, was it?
Yeah, so... turgid. So that treble pays... actually pays 9.58 to 1. So just to recap, Dublin -6, Connacht to beat Bristol and Everton to beat Arsenal.
Okay. That was another show, lads. Good one.
Flew along again.
Enjoyable.
So this Saturday now we might try. So we're going to wrap up this Saturday, are we, for the season 1?
Season, yeah, it might be us. Next Saturday may be our last show.
Could be, yeah.
Other things going on, and costs, unfortunately. But look, we might do a
Didn't
show.
think we'd get this far, did we? But
No, and a great response. And we must mention the iTunes charts.
Yeah.
Got into the top 11 there. That's just
That was
crazy.
insane,
It's a
so
bit
it was.
weird, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, I got noticed in the street for the first time. I was in Ballina working last week. And like, how would you notice me in the street? Because it's my voice.
I go on the side yesterday in the Belfry.
He
You're the
goes,
buck that does the podcast.
so is that you? Yeah. But I go, the fucking the podcast fella shouted me in Ballina across the street. He must have been Sligo, and I kind of panicked when you're talking here away and Grant talking, but I didn't know what to say. So you go, oh, you cunt, you.
You can abuse people with a microphone.
That's all I said to him. So I was giving away like a nice appreciation of the podcast. Oh, you cunt. But back next week. That was good, lads. The correspondence there for the big prizes, Dominic Story and Kelvin McHugh.
Yeah.
They were the winners. Anything else?
No, that's a wrap.
No. So festive episode or Christmas special, we'll call it next Saturday.
Yeah.
And up Mayo, Ross?
Up Mayo.
Up Mayo. Thank you, lads. Thanks, Tansy.
I'm going back to where the beach is near. The beer is dear. There's plenty of women on the crack. Walking
Here we are in the final second. The whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can match the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.